Mur and Dur have cousins named Polly and Esther.
I hate it here.
Speaking of which, why don't we get into session 33 of this campaign? So, last time we left off, the party finished.
Speaking of cursed.
Speaking of cursed, the party helped. The party finished helping Terry, the old wizard, with retrieving his treasure. And the party was rewarded with a little bit of gold, various art objects, and one ion stone. And as the party afterwards, the party debated about where they wanted to go. They decided to turn straight. They decided to deviate the path from Jesmium to head straight towards Froz Brary. Along their journey, which was not completely safe, the party they ran into a gnome couple, in which their wagon was broken, and with Onora's help with mending, they got the wagon back together and agreed to help lead the two back to Froz Brary to retrieve a special item.
Who even knew that Onora had mending?
Who knew?
I've just never had an opportunity to really use it.
I'm pretty sure I said I tore my dress, but I don't know.
And along their journey, pieces were put together, and the party realized that this gnome couple they are essentially Bop's biological parents.
Allegedly. Bop
neglects this idea initially, and still sort of neglects it, but the biological parents are understanding. And now we pick up for the party, just arriving to the actual town of Froz Brary. So as you guys travel, you guys have been traveling. At this point, you guys have been traveling between mountainsides, and you have to do a maneuver through narrow paths, wide enough for carts to go through this narrow path. Eventually, you find yourselves in an opening in which you see wooden houses that are not really run down, but they're one step higher than the condition that the houses on Nofliosile were when you first got there, when you first arrived there at the beginning of the campaign. So they're just one step higher. They're just barely meet the minimum. And you see, there's not many houses. It's only maybe 10 houses, and what would you guys like to do?
Hugbear, real quick, is going to lick a booger out of his nose.
Okay.
And then a minute later, he's going to go to he's just gonna pick up a rock and lick it and be like, the snozberries taste like snozberries. The frozberries taste like frozberries. And then he's just going to keep walking.
So that's game for tonight.
I win.
We're done.
Hugbear takes 8 points of damage.
I gave Hugbear drugs.
I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Corra, did you give him mushrooms from the Feywilds?
I am not his keeper. But no, I did not.
I had a few left over, and I thought I should share.
I mean, Hugbear, considering that you are in a more mountain region, you are hilarious.
Now are we done?
I take 30 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
But
Nova left.
So, yeah, you guys have arrived. What do you wish to do?
Oh, what a real shithole.
I wish to ditch my parents.
say that out loud?
No.
Okay. As you say that, you see that Celso speaks up, says, "Yeah, this place has seen better days, but it helps us survive minimally. That's the curse."
Huh. Well, which way
Tried
to
to live
your...
someplace that, wasn't overly difficult to. You wouldn't have to.
Yeah, no flea style. We fixed that up in 6 weeks? Now it's a booming community.
Now
That's
it's
fine.
the
That's
most
fine.
powerful country on this continent.
Right.
Uh,
No big deal. Which way to your lucky hammer?
You see that Callan speaks up and says, "Well, our houses our used to be house is a little ways over there, a little ways to the left over there," and points over to one of the old wooden houses. It looks to be a little bit bigger than everything else. And it says, "Just if you want to follow me, you can. If you have other business here, you could tend that. Do as you please."
Bob, do you want to see your previous family home? Or... It's not theirs anymore. They just said that. We could also just burn it.
We could also take it over.
I don't think Anton is going to be much appreciative of that.
Who's Anton?
Anton is the current mayor of this town.
Yeah, but it would make Bob feel better.
Note to self, Anton does not want us to have an embassy. Therefore, Anton is a hostile threat.
You see, you get a bit of concerned looks from the two gnomes.
What kind of person is Anton?
Anton, he is, Sorry, DM lost his train of thought.
Head empty.
Head empty. I got it. Anton is, he's a good man. He's a good halfling, should I say. But he's always, he's secretive. He seems a little dodgy, but overall, nice guy.
He's dodgy, that one.
Dodgy, like how dodgy?
Sort of
When you try to throw something at him, he goes...
No, more of like, he doesn't really do conversations well. Tries his best, but, he tries.
Is there, commotion in this city?
Yeah, you see, you also see just various, gnomes and halflings just, wandering about, someone just sitting outside their houses, playing with rocks.
Is it all small people?
By the looks of it, yes.
Are they all terrified by me?
From the looks of it, yes.
8 foot me walking in.
Make a perception check.
What are the height ranges of everybody
The
around?
first one.
So much Kid Village.
17. You
Oh,
do. You do see a couple of glances where you do look over. You do see some kids or they're coming down an alley. They turn around and they see you, and you see them just slowly start walking back into that alley.
Corra's gonna turn to Hugbear and whisper, "Did we end up at the North Pole?"
It's Munchkin Land.
Wouldn't it be the Lollipop Guild?
The yellow brick wall. The yellow brick wall. The yellow brick
Listen, we're getting so many old movies right now.
wall. It's great.
Here's the Dirt of Oz, Charlie and
Christ.
the Chocolate Factory.
So many psychic damage to give. No.
Do we have any candy or anything to give the children, make them less afraid of us?
I have bacon.
Yo.
I mean, otherwise I have
I'm just
money.
gonna give
but-
it to an adult because they were small.
I have old bacon.
No,
Bacon.
that's reserved for me. To hell with these starving children. They get candy. I'm looking at, I have ender cat poison. No, I shouldn't do that. I have pastries from Cleoberg. How bad are those?
Oh wow.
Make a medicine check for me.
These might be penicillin. It'll be the first one.
13. Could be more likely just stale. Nothing like horrifyingly bad, but just possibly stale.
Just start lobbing them at the.
I'll use them as improvised weapons later.
Oh no.
I'm gonna find your end boss and just pelt them
With pastries.
By that time, you'll be strong enough it'll hurt
Toss a
them.
pastry.
All right. What do you want to do, Bob? You want to go back to your house, or?
I guess if y'all want to go look at and talk to the mayor about the curse, you can, or we can go to the house all together if we want to. Because I mean, how long is it going to take to find a stupid wrench?
That's right. It's a lucky wrench. My bad. Yeah. No. Let's. I feel like this is your arc. Let's follow your leads. You know. We went to the other place. We went to that other place, and I was like, I'm going to take this over and kill the king, and you were all really cool with just like hanging back and letting me do my thing. I feel like this is your turn.
And then we went to the other place. We went to Cleoberg, and Onora was all like, "I'm the chosen one,
Yeah,
champion
see?
thing." So yeah.
You mean Onora, who has yet to ever use her wings?
Ooh,
And then,
Unless y'all used them last time.
Hestein. Ooh, I'm going to get kidnapped and be around my family for a month. Yeah.
Technically, both her and her brother got kidnapped.
Yes. It feels like everybody's had their
So she's
turn.
gonna hang out with her family even when she's kidnapped.
family cage time is always.
Don't
nice.
worry, when we go to see my home, everyone in town is just gonna fucking hate me. Because I just stolen from them.
Let's go.
Duly noted.
I guess we should go get the wrench first, because once we have the wrench, then there's no reason for the two of you to stay and deal with the curse anymore. Y'all can go on to Noflia style, and we can get rid of the curse and meet you back there.
They look at you. See the two look at each other, give a little nod, and go. And you see Cecil goes, "If that's what you want, Bop."
Okay, let's go get the wrench then. Not Bop trying to get rid of them.
Totally not. And so you guys travel over towards the
house.
Used to be Brass Spell Estate.
Estate?
Well,
it's an estate.
AKA Small Shack.
A small shack. I'm rich.
Well, technically, no. It would be like a small house.
Hovel.
Yeah, sort of. And so,
One room house.
About, yeah. Anyway, so you guys get there, and he goes, Calvin goes, "Home, sweet home. I know it doesn't look that good, but it's something."
It's bigger than a cage.
Yeah, certainly bigger than a cage. And you see that this house, you can see there's a lot of patch marks of where like there could have been leaks on the roof, or like holes in the wall, and they're just like boards that are just put there. Looks like they didn't really have the money to actually look into renovations.
Hey, Nora. You just like point at the roof and fix it.
I mean, I could.
No, I'm just saying, like, It's gonna be super poor around here, and you can make a real killing.
Charge
They'd have
people?
to have money to pay her first.
Not only that, that just sounds like an awful lot of effort.
Yeah, like I always say, screw the poor. Let's go.
I mean, we have to get money and power somehow. We have a dragon to defeat.
Let's not help anybody else from now on.
Why would we help another country when we have poor people in our country that we should help first?
I mean, Corra has and she'll just kind of like point. Corra has a point.
Yeah, I feel like we're the only people who have like firearms, in that we have fireballs. So I think we're doing all right.
That's because we're the only people that have, brains to keep a country running without it going disastrous.
This is true. Bob, how do you feel about Molotoving this place, or what do you want? We can change the whole name of this place to Bopland if you want.
I think we should just get the wrench and then go talk to the mayor about the curse. See if we can't lift the curse so that we can go home.
All right, wait, man. Where's the wrench?
All right, and so you guys, so who all heads inside?
I'm not sure that any of the rest of them could probably fit inside. Is it human-sized house or
It's
house?
more like it's a size for looks to be a small human. So Bob can definitely walk in.
I'm
Maybe
4'10".
You can get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about your character?
I'm 4'9". My character's 4'10". I gave her an inch.
Takari's like 6 foot.
I mean, I
Takari's-
cut off like 6 feet on my height.
All right, Hugbear. I don't.
Stay outside.
Okay, cool. But
I'm
look
staying
at a window.
outside.
you're gonna stay outside. Takari, if you're gonna go in, you may have to make a dexterity check.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna send her cat in
Okay.
to help look for the wrench.
Bop will go in and look for the wrench.
Okay. So I would like Bop, Onora, and Takari's cat to make investigation checks.
Bop and Onora gets advantage because we're small.
No.
Would that be for investigation intelligence?
Intelligence.
Oh crap! Why did I do that? That
Are
was
there
not
windows?
intentional.
Can Hugbear look through windows? Can Corra stand on Hugbear's shoulders and look through windows?
I mean,
I
that's not
almost
really
need to
needed
stand
to
on your
stand on
shoulders.
shoulders. But if you guys want to try and make perception checks through window, if you two want to make perception checks through the windows, you could.
Cool.
Can I do one as well?
Sure.
Because my cat didn't do much.
I think I can see a thing or two.
Hey, look at you.
Okay.
Everyone but Bop.
We're just waiting for Nora to roll an investigation check.
Was this supposed to be investigation or perception?
It was perception for Corra and Hugbear.
Okay.
Because you're looking through a window, you're not going to be able to actually look closely. As for Bop and Onora, who are in the building.
I mean, Coons, I think we've been over this. I have very good eyes.
I think Bop is too distracted on the fact that this could have been her home to actually look at anything and like actually investigate. She's just sort of walking around like in awe, looking at it.
Would you like the 8 or the 8, Onora?
I was trying to fix my stupid thing because it wasn't rolling right. That's why I rolled the d20 and then I rolled an investigation to see if it was working again.
And it worked. All right. Let's see. Unfortunately, Bob.
It was not me using an inspiration, just so you know. That was
Yeah, I know,
literally
I know.
trying to fix my crap.
I know. Bob, Bob Takari's cat, and Hugbear said you don't. see anything. But and then Onora, obviously, you don't find anything.
What are we trying to find? A wrench?
Yeah. But as for Takari and Corra, you guys spot that you see that you both get a catch at one of the walls inside the building, and it looks off to the both of you. But Takari, you could put your finger as to why the wall looks off, but for Corra, you know by looking at there's something behind that wall.
I want to try to go into the house.
Dexterity check for me.
Or you could tell the already short people what you're seeing, so that we can try.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay. Much better. You managed to compact yourself into this house. How tall is your character?
I thought Corra was only like 5 feet.
Let me check. I am 5'6".
Yeah, unfortunately, that's tall. It's so sort of like Gandalf in the in a Hobbit home. You bop and maneuver your way, except you don't thunk your head against walls, and you get your way over to that wall.
Do I see an obvious way to open it?
You can make an investigation check with advantage.
I know a thing or two about secret doors, you guys.
Ooh.
Damn.
They're the same.
Except one was a natural one. 17. Looks like it's one of those things you have to. It does look like one of those things you have to push in to get it more out. And as you're seeing that, you see Calvin going, there's no need to open that. I don't think it's behind there. Let's try to look over here, away from that wall.
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
I'm gonna open it.
You open it, and you see that there's a billboard inside, and you see that there's a photo of, in the center there's a photo of what looks to be a slightly younger looking Calvin and Selza with what looks to be a child with a baby. And then you see there's other paper objects, so like there's a help wanted poster with a red X on it. You see that there's like index cards that has like place like names and places with like question marks next to them, and you see like they're all put on with like pins, and you see like some of these pins are connected with like red strings.
The conspiracy theory board. Hey, Bob.
Bob's gonna walk over and stare at it.
Just thought you ought to know. And then with that, I'm gonna make my merry little way back outside.
Squeeze your way back outside.
Cora's really just saying, how can I torment this family more?
Corra, dexterity check to get out of the house.
Breaks the door frame.
I'll do it.
You go through the fucking window, and let me tell you, windows are fucking small.
I pull a Santa, just pop out the chimney.
No, as a matter of fact, you phase through the wall. You glitch through.
Once I get outside, I'm going to point to Hugbear. You see that?
Have you learned how to do my echo thing? It took me like 3 days to learn that. How did you just pick that up?
She's very perceptive.
Have you noticed I disappear sometimes?
That's true. It's your you can go into echo invisibility.
No, I just eat from existence.
Holy shit.
And so, going back inside the house, Bob, you're standing in front of this billboard. If you want, you can make a just a wisdom check to try, if you want to try to get an idea as to what this is, if you want to understand what this is about.
Nine.
I'll give you an inspiration.
No, I've got inspirations. She knows what she's gonna do instead. What is this?
You see,
Why do I need to wisdom it if there's a human or a gnome rather that knows what's going on?
That's if you wanted to try to do it on your own. Callan says, well, like I said, we tried our best to try to figure out your whereabouts to see where you went, and so I was able to get the identity of the human that stole you, and I tried to figure out where he could be. And then I eventually confirmed that he was somewhere in he was somewhere between Hestein and Nilfgaard. But and then I heard that he was murdered. He was killed. That he was killed in Nilfgaard by just a group of random people. One of them I heard being a gnome. And then as time went on, I started hearing more about the gnome and heard about how the fox ears, the brownish reddish hair similar to you're good, similar to Selza's, and heard about the little inventions that I somewhat make. And we were actually trying to head down to Nilfgaard to see you, Bob, because we wanted to see with our own eyes if it was truly you.
Holy shit, did we kill your captor already? Did I not notice that?
Captain was killed before we came about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A group of just random people, basically adventurers on their own little quest, killed him. And then they scurried off into the night and left her all alone.
I'm not there, but I was just curious.
Yeah, no, you're okay. Bob is just kind of like staring at it, like looking at all the places that she knows she's been, that are like dotted on there, and just like, well, okay then. She's like still cranky about it. Like,
Duly noted.
yeah.
I've just like this, trying to find you. Oh, what's that? Interesting.
Yes.
For all Bob knew, the wizard killed her parents and took her. She didn't know if they were alive or dead.
She'll be real shocked when she finds out she was sold.
Wow. Right? That'd been messed up. Coonsy, don't make the face.
What are you talking about?
I hate the face.
What face?
Unface your face.
I can't. This is my face. You're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, she's just... You didn't want to take your picture with you?
Well, funny enough, you see, he starts to pull over a step ladder, and he puts it next to the wall, walks up a little bit, takes a photo off, and he goes, "This was actually what I wanted to return for."
So there's no wrench?
No. This is my lucky item. you see Selzo being, remember, we need to try not to be as connected to her. And he goes, right. And so he just folds the paper. He takes the image, puts it in his pocket. And
There's a reason, Kiki. I said it. Shush.
Yeah.
Face.
We told them to calm down.
Kiki's like, wait a minute. Instant anger over there.
So yeah, you see PC puts the photo into his bag and starts to make his way outside.
Find your wrench.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Everybody ready to go?
Bob's just gonna follow after a minute.
Bob, did they leave the room just as you remember it? Is there a Bop crib in there?
No. I don't remember it.
Corra's gonna come up to Onora and whisper, I don't think that's what he wanted to come back for, since he didn't want me to open that panel.
Onora's gonna... How many people, in the vicinity, how many are around us, can we be overheard if we're whispering?
Corra doesn't want to be overheard.
Onora, if you want to look around, you can make a tell me your passive perception. Tell me your passive
18.
18. And Corra, if you're trying to not be as loud, I need you to make a sleight of hand check.
Whoa, make the rep.
I don't have a good modifier for that, you guys. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
The sleight of hand.
But Onora, you're able to hear that, and as you're able to hear what Corra said, as you look around, you see doesn't seem like anyone cares. There are people that you can see, but they're not looking at your general direction, trying to figure out what you're doing. They just seem to not really care.
I just feel like if that's what he wanted to come back and get, why bring us if he didn't want us to know what it was? And B, why tell me not to open that?
Want me to literally pick this house up and shake it?
And that's one way to fix things.
You see Salzar comes out and says, well, unfortunately, you can try that, but afraid it won't be much you get out of it.
Time to go look at my features.
I'm gonna look at my capabilities.
Oh shit.
And you see it, Salzar and Ken get back on their carriage and said, get on their little cart and says, well, we're gonna try to make our second attempt to Nofli Sile. We will, unless you need us for anything else, we'll meet you in Nofli Sile.
Are you sure you have everything now?
Yes, we are certain.
Well, should y'all maybe stay?
Can I
and
roll an insight?
to the mayor?
Make an insight check, Corra. Go ahead. What are you trying to get?
I want to see if they're lying, if they're leaving or not. If this is actually what they needed.
They seem to be honest.
Percent.
Okay.
I mean, if you
Corra does not
would you like us
trust these people in general.
Would you like us to introduce you to Aton? To Anton?
Yeah, sure.
If you don't mind.
Oh no, we don't mind at all.
Onwards and upwards.
Takari will pick up her cat before they leave.
All right.
I mean, it's just usually better when you're in a new spot to have somebody introduce you because a lot of people don't like strangers.
And you see, Salsa said, "That's a very good point. And plus, we could probably get you to get on his good side more easily."
Okay. Lead on to the mayor.
All right, let's go. And they start to lead you towards. They start to lead you. It's not that far. I would say like about. You get to a house that's about 30 feet away from those. Not 30 feet. About 100 feet away from those other houses. And this house looks a little bigger, but same thing. Looks to have patches. It looks to be need to be in renovation, but looks like it can just pass by, just fine.
Would Hugbear be able to fit in this house?
He can
Still that small?
He can certainly try.
I will echo into the room, sitting down, and then blip into my echo.
Oh.
Smart man.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Shouldn't we be introduced before
Why?
you
Just
do
blip
that?
into him.
Maybe we should not first.
There's no me going through a doorway.
Dexterity
check.
Saving throw.
Oh, 17. Well, it's gonna be plus 4 anyway. 23.
Okay, same thing. Yeah, you teleport yourself right into sort of this main lobby area, and you manage to catch yourself as you're about to. Basically, you're about to bonk your head like almost through the ceiling as you catch yourself just ducking in time.
Perfect.
And you see there's a halfling sitting at a table, and he looks to be in the middle of drinking something, and he's just looking up towards you with wide eyes.
How do you do?
Hi.
I'm one of the many leaders of Nofli Asylum, and I just thought I'd pop in and ask you about your extended car insurance.
Well, I don't know where that is, but it's a pleasure to meet you. I am so
Your
sorry.
car's extended warranty.
I'm sorry for the mess. I was unaware that I was gonna have guests. I am so sorry about this. If I knew you guys were coming, I would have made this look a little better. I am so sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. Bop over there literally lives in a dirt hole.
It has walls on the inside, Hugbear.
Who's? There are more of you.
As I'm just gonna open the door and walk in. He's already in there.
Oh, okay. You guys are just entering now. Okay.
My friend's in there.
And you see that Salsa comes up and says, "Hey, hi Anton. We'd like to meet you. We'd like to introduce you to some of our new friends from Nofli Style." And you see he goes, "Yeah, I just met one of them. Hi, you're very big.
Your house is very small.
It's not really made for someone that's two of me."
Is there anywhere in this whole country that is made big enough for me?
That is the question indeed. I don't know if that's rhetorical or not.
I'm just wondering. I'm just saying, like, maybe you could diversify your town, bring in more tourists if you had houses built for every size of person.
Oh, I see. Well, we don't get a lot of, as you could probably imagine, we don't get a lot of tourists that stick around. They come in, they see what little wares that we have, and they more likely just move on.
Always.
So we don't.
Is that account of the curse?
I see you've already been informed. Okay. I'm sorry, a lot to process for me. Why don't you all take a seat, and I'm gonna go to the back and see if I can bring something up for you guys. And he goes over towards what looks to be a kitchen door and heads on in.
Takari's just like, how am I gonna get in? Because she's like 6 feet tall.
Because it's a halfling, the housing is a little bigger compared to the gnome house you went into. So you can.
Takari didn't go into the gnome house.
Actually.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
Actually, Kunzi. By 5e standard, gnomes are bigger than halflings.
Really?
Yep.
Hold on, give me a fucking minute. I choose not to.
This is straight from.
I choose not to believe this.
No, this is straight from an Actually episode I watched a couple weeks ago.
Hold on. Gnomes, 211. Halfling. Well, in my world, they're taller. Fuck you.
No, because it's your world, but that's so funny. Because I just remember, I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, that's so funny, because, like, in every other lore, halflings are taller than gnomes.
Don't worry, Spade. I chose not to believe her, but I still... Wow, I can't believe that. Halflings are... Anyway. We'll say in this town, halflings are bigger.
You're on the larger side of the halflings.
Exactly. Okay, that's gonna haunt me for the rest of the day.
The gnomes are all malnourished.
And so, hey, you guys are left by yourselves in this in this house in which Takari, yeah, given point, Takari will have to, and Corra will have to make dexterity checks to see if they could get in just fine. Onora, you don't have to.
Corra will be the only person who knocks on the goddamn door while she enters.
Onora is right behind Corra.
And then Takari was gonna do the same as knocking.
Corra and Takari make your dexterity rolls with advantage.
Okay.
Because we knocked?
Yeah, because you're actually being... Because you're being more you're being more courteous. You're being more courteous about it. Hey! Both of you get in just fine with no problem. And yeah, so you guys are all inside. You see Calnan looks to you, Bob, and says, would you like us to stay?
Yes.
Okay. We'll stay until, I guess, this interaction's over, and you can let us know if you need our service afterwards, I guess.
Okay.
And so, a couple minutes go by, and you see Anton walks out with some. Comes out with some what looks like pastries, but they look more on the stale side.
Oh.
And
we've got some stale pastries too.
And he goes, and you see what comes is, I'm sorry for the quality of these. They still have some flavor to it. It's just a little crunchy. And he puts it on the sort of the table he was sitting at, and he sits down and says, "All right, well, so you're from Northleaf Side, and you want to talk about the curse?"
Yeah, we were gonna see if we couldn't help you out with that.
Oh well, many people have said that, but not a whole lot of success.
They weren't us.
You're right. There were different people each time, but Anyway.
No, we do this. This is our job. We go around to the different areas and we help.
Technically, our job is running a country. Wow.
I mean, you guys said you run Nofestyle. I heard that the place has gotten a lot better. That place was at a lower spot than we were when we were like, and so it was like before you guys came along, we were like, well, at least we're not like Nofestyle, but now we can't really say that.
What can you tell us about the curse?
Well, the curses was going for a long while. In fact, it started around my father's time as mayor. Sadly, he's no longer with us. There was just one bad encounter he had, and now for some reason, everyone who claims land here ends up only meeting the minimum requirements and not getting beyond that. I know that the brass spells here, they've been working really hard to try to get enough money to get a cart, but every time they try to save money, whatever extra money they had, it just disappeared.
Do you know what caused the curse?
It's like I said. My father had a bad run-in with a sorcerer.
What kind of sorcerer?
I'm sorry. This is. And you see that you see Sosa goes. It's okay, Anton. It's okay. You can talk. And he goes, okay. He's looking nervous as fuck right now. like an introvert trying to do a presentation to a class, and he's just like slowly. He can tell he's slowly trying to sink into himself.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to learn more about what's going on before we dive into a situation that could potentially kill us.
Well, I actually don't know. He didn't really tell me. He kept it to himself. He said that he said he just told me he had a bad run-in with a sorcerer that came by one day, and when I kept pushing him to tell me what was going on, he wouldn't say. But I can tell you this, that he spends most of his days. He spent most of his days in his room, but that's about as much as I know. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
He's just slowly starting to like physically sink in as he's just like drinking his cup.
What was this run-in with this sorcerer?
I'm sorry?
What was this run-in with the sorcerer?
Like I said, I presume bad because look where we're at now.
What was the sorcerer like? Hoobity doobity doobity, curse on yoobity yoobity yoobity.
It's a very, very good spell.
Yeah, or does he have like did he have like a scar on his chest?
That's oddly specific. I last I remember, he was a half elf. I think that if I remember, my father said he was a half elf. I think a more copper toned half elf.
Copper? Okay.
Hey, Kunzi.
Hmm.
While everyone's talking,
Uh-huh.
I would like to pickpocket Bop for the card deck.
The deck of many things.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Make a stealth check first, and then make a sleight of hand check.
Just ask.
No one will see this. All right. Bob, what is your perception? What is your passive perception?
She gets them.
Corra, you murmur around very quietly, and you find, I'm guessing, the deck of many things, right? Yeah, you pull out the deck of many things.
So, I mean, I'm not a magic folk by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, dear Hugbear is that. I would like to put the deck on the table.
Hey.
You guys see Corra. You see Corra
Fix
look up and
something.
put the deck of many things on the table.
All
Hey.
you'd have to do is draw a
Honor-
card.
Yes, Onora's gonna stand right next to Corra, and she's gonna nod.
I can't guarantee it wouldn't hurt things, but
We will
Hey.
see
at this
it
point,
perform miracles at the
can
as
anything
well.
hurt more than help?
Hey.
Or we could do some investigation, and that one over there can just remove curse.
Hey.
We
No,
got
let's
some
pull up the
earlier,
town. Fuck
sweetie.
it.
We got from earlier, sweetie. I was just keeping him safe.
I don't know what's going on here, but
For my Fae present.
I'm
Onora's gonna stop him, kind of like. It looks like you have a bit of a situation here,
yeah.
and you need some help.
We're cursed.
And I
yeah.
can guarantee
We're
you
cursed. No shit, bitch.
that these cards will definitely give you something better than a curse.
Or worse.
I
Really cannot promise that.
no, thank you.
No, thank you.
I don't.
We've seen people become rich
I
and even become gods.
please, I said no, thank you.
Bob's gonna pick her cards back up.
To, lose their land and titles and all of their belongings.
Very indignantly, snatched them off the table.
Yeah, maybe we want to do a detect magic, find the source of the curse. Maybe it's where the mayor. Is this where the mayor used to live?
Oh yeah, this is where as you learn to say this is where his family lives.
Yeah, either here or the cemetery. See if the curse is on the mayor himself or on his home, or something maybe he owned. Then we do
Bob
a
was
little remove
going
curse
to-
and we get out of here.
Bob, as you take a cards away, make an insight check for me.
Make sure somebody didn't steal any of my cards.
Bob doesn't even like the cards.
Bob just forgets they're there.
10?
I'm
don't-
gonna use a thing.
Okay, go ahead.
See if it's better.
Better.
Oh, there it's better.
18. You notice that before it was even announced before they even did they started describing what those cars can do. You saw that Aton was when he saw the deck of cards, his eyes widened in fear a bit.
I think we know how they got cursed, boys!
Bob's gonna be like, have you seen a deck of cards like this before?
No, but
You seem so terrified of them.
okay.
Technically, it would just be a pouch anyway that he would see because they're always in the pouch unless I draw a card.
It's just that okay. and you see that Calvin says, Anton, do you know something? And Anton goes, I know what happened.
Well, you should tell us so that we can help you. We are trying to help you.
I'm sorry, I don't want people to hate us. I don't want people to hate me for what he did. He is the one that fucked up. I didn't.
Why would they blame
don't-
you for something your father did?
Yeah, they will if you don't help the situation.
I remember my father mentioning something about a card game with this sorcerer.
What kind of card game?
It was, he just kept losing, as far as I know, he just kept losing and losing. And he made a deal with the sorcerer.
What sort of deal?
To guarantee that he does pay back the 100,000 gold that he owed him. He put a curse on the town that essentially takes any extra gold that people have and store it somewhere. And then when the time comes, he'll come back. And then at some point, he'll come back and collect. And he'll collect what he's earned. What he's owed.
When is he coming back?
He hasn't come back since.
Like this, they're not making hundreds of thousands of gold. They'll be destitute for another, maybe forever.
I don't want this on this town. Look, if you see, he stands up, pulls out a key, and starts walking over to his father's room. I didn't go in after his passing because I didn't want to think about him. And it unlocks the door, opens it. If you want to try to find any more clues, more likely you may find something in there. I don't know. Just if you're able, if you claim that, if you said you've been able to help other regions, then please help Froz Brary.
We will try.
Alright, I am gonna go back. Unless you need me for any of this, I think I'm gonna go to my room, go to my bed, curl to a ball, and die in the inside. And goes over to his room and closes the door.
Coward.
Fuck no. Bop is gonna sigh really heavily and get up from from where she was sitting and go in the room and start investigating.
Takari would like to go as well.
I'll go too. You know, Bob, you may not like my methods. They got us more information.
Can Takari cast Detect Magic to see if there's anything in the room?
Sure.
Is if you're gonna take my stuff, ask first.
You dropped him, Bob. Don't you remember?
I don't think I did.
No, I think you dropped him on the way in. Wasn't that right, Corra?
Over here gaslighting Bob when she's going through a heavily emotional time in her life.
Well, like, at some point, Bop is going to, like, empty out her backpack and make sure everything's still there.
And, so, Bob, you don't find anything.
I don't find
This is a lot of information for you. You just read.
I didn't do an investigation check. I'm sorry.
You're good. I'll say that this is your investigation check with Detect Magic.
Oh.
Well, anyway, Bob, so count that. Bob, this is this is a lot of information you're getting in a short amount of time. You're reuniting with the biological parents and helping with your what seems to be your old hometown. There's just a lot to process here.
She's so distracted by the fact that her cards were lifted off of her.
There you go.
She has no idea what's going
on. As for the three of you, so Corra, Takari, and Onora, as you're looking around, all of you at one point get to a point where you all just turn your heads, and all of you find at the same time that under the bed, there is a floorboard that seems to be a little bit off-putting.
Can Takari try to move the board?
Hugbear will lift the bed so that they can get through the floorboard.
Okay.
Just reaches in.
Make a dexterity check, Hugbear.
Like a save or just a check?
Check. 20. Okay. You're only able to get like half your upper body in, and so you were just like sort of like trying to reach in through a narrow space, a narrow entryway that goes into a space, and so like you're like fiddling around. And the bed, it's like a child's bed, and you find it. Make a strength check for me.
Be the first one.
21. You grab the bed and you manage to lift it up, and you got it in the air.
All yours.
Now Takari will try to move the floorboard.
All right, simple enough. It's just really not nailed. This is a section that's not nailed in place, so you just take it out and put it over to the side.
What is in the hole?
You look in and you see that there is looks to be a small, yellow-covered journal.
She's gonna pick it up and, is it in a language that she can understand?
What languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Giant, and Infernal.
It is not. It is in a language that you don't understand.
Can I look at it?
What languages do you know?
Common, Elvish, Thieves' Cannon, Undercommon.
You do not recognize this language.
Cool.
Can I look at it?
You look at it, and you're able.
Common,
In what languages do you know?
Common, Deep Speech, Druidic, Elvish, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Sylvan.
This is in Halfling.
Hey, I can read it.
Takari will hand it over to
my other
Bob.
native tongue.
Listen, you know magic. That's separate from languages, okay?
What does it say?
It's most you're looking through it and you're just like it's just supposed to just day-to-day basis, basically just more of a complaint journal, and you get to around if you want to look for something, make a investigation check for me, but do with advantage. 23. As you're looking through, you're looking through your passing pages. You see Selza, who's standing next to you, goes, "Wait! Go back a few pages. I think I saw something." And you go back a few pages in a journal entry, and you see he talks. You see he talks. It reads about. It seems to be like the day after his encounter with this sorcerer, and he said that, like, he mentions how the last time he saw him, he came down from something called the 6900 steps.
She'll ask Selza if she knows what that is. The 6900 steps.
The 6900 steps.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, I thought I misheard you. Sorry.
Nice.
She goes, yeah, it's this path there's this path a little ways from town that goes up one of the mountains, and just rumor has it that 6,900 steps were made to get to the top of it.
I think we need to go there, guys.
To where?
The 6,900 steps. It's a
Nice.
weird number.
A lot of steps.
Hmm. Good thing we have somebody that has wings.
Are you expecting this to be where the gold is? Sorry, I was distracted there for a second.
It's where the sorcerer is from.
Oh, excellent.
And we can go up there and either convince him to stop being a jerk, or just do what we always do and smash his brains in.
The general said that sorry, I should have clarified. He said that this sorcerer came from those steps and then left town. Sorry, I should have clarified.
Well, then maybe there's gold up there in them their steps.
Yeah, I mean, he did say he'd return for his gold. That's all that. So what if we get there and it's just like a shit ton of money?
Take it.
And then like leave a
For
little
once, I agree with Corra.
note like come find Hugbear.
Well, and you see that Celso and
If you want your money
Callan
back, come fight me.
Celso and Callan are starting to give little looks to you guys, and see Callan says, "Well, I certainly hope that whatever gold is up there, you will give to the town."
I didn't say what we were going to do with it after we took it, did I?
Well, that just sounds silly because if we take it from there, we bring it down, the curse will just teleport it right back.
See? But if we take it to No Flea Asylum, it'll be safe.
We take all of you, all 12 of you, who live here, and say, come live in our town with this money that you've accrued over the last 10 years, and make a wonderful life for yourselves.
I'm not so sure if people are gonna want to move out, but
What do you have going for you here that would make
You
them
have
want
it.
to stay?
What?
I
you
mean-
have ice? Like, what?
I mean, you guys were able to rebuild No Flea Asylum with materials, right?
We had hobgoblins, not a curse.
But once you got rid of the problem, you were able to rebuild. You were able to rebuild with some. Were you able to rebuild on your own, or perhaps you had assistance?
No, we kind of just did it ourselves.
We have a Hugbear. You don't.
And an Arley and a Sylvie.
Arlie can suck it.
Canonically, you can suck it.
I don't know what kind of Arley y'all got your head.
We'll follow the 6,900 steps and see what we find. Either we'll try to end this curse, or we'll find the best possible outcome for your people.
All right. Well, I highly suggest, because I heard that this hike, this pilgrimage walk, sort of takes all day.
A whole day? Never mind. To hell with your lands. We never. It's too much. It's too far. It only took us 7 days to get here. One more day. Screw it.
But I mean, I saw you guys are able to travel to here. Perhaps you'll make it there quicker.
Sure.
What
Are
if
we
you
gonna
could
be-
fly Hugbear?
Well, if I could personally fly?
Yeah.
Well, then you all just stay here, and I'll be right back.
Because it would not be smart to split the group. We've already learned this before.
Yeah, last time we did that, someone got kidnapped.
As she says that, she's just gonna look over at Takari.
You guys left me at the bar. It's on you guys.
We said we were
told
heading
you we
out.
were leaving.
You chose to stay.
Okay.
You did not inform me that you were leaving right away.
So
Just a
much
small-
volume.
I just want to put a little cliff note in there. The last time I split from the party, I took over the entire country.
Yeah, technically last time me and Hugbear left. I got him in.
But that's fine. Yeah, that's all good.
So
I found a dead body last time.
Are we going to be attacked on this pilgrimage? Do people get attacked on this?
There have been occasions where people came back because they saw some big white creatures.
Okay. Next question. Why do people make this pilgrimage?
As I think it's just more of a way. I think it's more of a way for people to sort of say that well, I made the 6,900 steps. I don't see why you need to complain or something like that. It's more of a bragging right.
I went up Mount Everest. Have you?
Essentially, yes.
I climbed a hill for one day. Look at me. All right, let's go.
And are we for sure that this wizard or what sorcerer lives on top of this steps?
We know he doesn't live in this property. No.
But maybe if we go up there and we find the gold, possibly if that's where it's been going, we could, and we like mess with it. He'll come back and be like, "Oh, why are you touching my gold? Stomp, stomp, stomp."
Throw pickles at him and it'll be great.
Why would we throw pickles at him?
That's how you humiliate.
I'm sorry, my brain was like not paying attention. So
Huh?
I was not paying attention at all for that part.
It's just how we, humiliate the wizard into just leaving this poor town alone.
Yeah, like
I believe in us. All right. Anything else we need? Is it cold up there? Should we dress warmly?
There is a slight temperature drop, and the air, we have told that it gets a little thin, and we also suggest that perhaps you wait till morning, so that way you don't try to hike up there in the middle of the night, because people have tried that and they came back instantly.
All right. Well, is there anywhere here I can sleep? Literally anywhere. Or am I going to be on a floor somewhere?
We're making a hut.
tiny hut.
I'm not gonna make it inside this house.
You hear from the other, you hear Anton from another room going, you hear Anton from another room, and you hear him say, "You guys could check out the inn, but I'm not sure how well the rooms are. The big guy may more likely have to camp outside."
I think we'll be fine with our tiny hut.
You do you, but just not inside here, please.
Well, no.
Thank you.
Why not? What's wrong with in here?
I can't do guests anymore. I just can't.
Wow. Such hospitality. Everywhere else we went made us like waffles in the morning and celebrated us. It was like, yay, the leaders of Noflipsile, they're here to save us. That's fine. We'll just solve your problems for get out of my house.
So what do you guys do?
Let's go make a hut outside and live like dogs. We save this town.
Or we could just fireball it.
How about, should we go out of
I
town?
don't agree with the fireball idea. Thank you very much.
No one ever
Anton
does.
seem
Yeah,
like
he's
the
okay
type
with kicking,
of... Does Anton seem like the type of person who is afraid of animals, or?
Anton just seems to be a non-sociable kind of person. He's a nice, he's a good guy, but it's just he doesn't seem to do well with interactions, as you have seen.
Could Takari let her cat kind of hang out with him to kind of keep him calm?
You can try, yeah.
Here, have a cat.
Like, just to, you know, calm his nerves, to have, like, something to pet and keep him company for a little bit.
Alright, so if you're gonna try that, what is everyone else doing?
Hugbear is going to take a coin out of his pocket.
Okay.
He's going to scratch an X into it.
Okay.
And he's going to hand it to the mayor. And say, hey, here's a little extra pocket money. After making sure everybody in the party who could possibly find an item might
Don't
want to
have
look
the
at
spell prepared, I'm sorry.
Oh,
it. Everybody look at this. I'm giving the mayor a little extra money. Look at... Can I give it?
Bob's gonna look at it real
I
close.
can't guarantee it's gonna stay in my pocket, but
That's okay.
It's all yours.
Just take it. It's yours now. Have fun.
oh, okay. Thank you.
And if you don't mind, if you want, you can borrow my cat for a little bit.
No, thank you. That's fine. I have been able to find a coping mechanism.
Bob's as they go to leave. Bob's gonna pick up his cup from the table and sniff it.
It's like a watery tea.
Okay, I thought it might be alcohol.
What do you mean it's not a poison? It could still be drugs.
Jax.
All right. Well, should we leave town to make the hut? I think they said like visitors seem to be all right, but I'm really worried about losing all our cash overnight.
We could make way towards that steps area.
What? I don't know if that would count still as town. Excuse me. Oh Lord.
Is there a welcome to town sign? Want to be on the
Didn't
other
you
side
say there was an inn?
Yes, he did say that there was a.
Why
know.
don't we just go?
Because if we stay in town, the curse might apply to us,
Well,
therefore
think that-
sapping all our cash.
I think they said that it's if you claimed land in town.
Okay, if that's the case, I own nothing here. Bob, you own nothing here?
Only myself. Yes, I own nothing.
Onora,
We can't get you getting lost.
Onora, you literally own nothing. As prophesied by a curse.
I have acquired items by this point.
Oh wow, so you have property. Is that what you're saying? You have property in these lands. All right, good night.
No. Not from here. Wait. Now I'm confused.
That's how the curse gets you.
Kari, do you own any property here?
No.
Not here.
Does your family own property here, like a small villa?
No. Not that I know of.
A small shack.
Not that they would actually tell her anyway.
That is fair.
Takari, you might just want to give somebody else all of your money just in case. Corra definitely doesn't own property.
No.
Wait.
Give me the money.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm not
I
gonna
was
get
not gonna
it back.
do it.
All right. Well,
You can always ask your father for more.
No.
This curse, does that mean it saps everything and puts it in this 60,000 or 69,000 or whatever place?
yeah, that's the idea. That's what we're thinking.
So, Corra,
I owned all of y'all. Send all y'all up there.
I was
Meet you
actually
there.
about to say, hypothetically, if we said that we owned each other, or that we own property, but the property is here because we own this land, wouldn't it sap us up?
No, not me. I'll tell you why. I'm worth more than 100K. You can't overtake on the deal.
I mean, you have a point there.
All right, fine.
Let's go to the spot and
Yeah, let's go to the inn and let's still do the tiny hut just in case.
You know,
Okay.
we haven't played in a while.
You know how like this tavern probably can't even hold me. I'm not throwing darts in a tavern that can't even hold me.
Why
So
not?
let's play
Y'all made Bop and I throw axes.
Yeah, but could you stand up in that room, in that place?
But I could barely lift the axe.
Fair. To the end.
I can lift the axe.
Man.
I believe in you, Bob. To the end.
All right, and so you guys head on over towards the inn. You see there's a halfling. You see there's another halfling there. He goes, "Hi. We don't. Hi. What can I help you with?"
We need rooms or space.
Well, I don't think we got something for you, big guy. Sorry.
Are you discriminating against us?
No.
I
No.
know.
No.
Lords of another land, and they want to throw us out on the street?
No. It's not that. It's just that the rooms are small.
So you can't accommodate. What kind of service is this? For lords of another land?
I'm forgive me, but I don't know.
I just work here.
I just work here, man.
Is there like a not a den, but like a
Stable?
greeting area? Like a greeting area, like in the like a lobby.
There's a lobby, yeah.
Can I just like lay down in the lobby and the rest of these people have rooms?
You could try.
Cool. I'm just gonna.
Aw,
I'll just sleep in the lobby.
we could just do tiny hut and sleep like we normally do.
Sounds like Bob wants us to do tiny hut and all be together so we can all go be together. Just for Bob.
Well, at least this time, if we do tiny hut and we're in town doing tiny hut just somewhere off to the side, we're less likely to get attacked by things.
Well, listen, we're gonna put our animals in your stable, and we'll find our own accommodations.
Okay.
You want money that will just disappear in the middle of the night?
I mean, sure.
I mark X's on these 5 coins. 5 gold. Is this enough to stable our horses and sleep outside like dogs?
He is just like, you give him the coins, he's just cupping it in his hands. You see a tear comes down his eye. He goes, "Thank you."
Everybody saw those coins?
Yep.
Right.
I was muted. I saw the coins.
Thank you.
And so you guys head on over to the you head over to the stables where your horses are kept and your horses and axe beaks are kept. And where do you try to camp out?
Probably like preferably in a spot where we're not in the way type thing.
You can always go behind it.
Right in the middle of town.
Dead center.
and it's the same color as like the cobblestone around us. So people just fucking walk into it like, what the hell?
Basically, you make it any color.
I don't remember having this dome here.
Ka-thunk.
And like nothing can get in unless I allow it in. So
Be funny for us anyway.
I would laugh.
but
Let's not be nuisance.
somewhere where we're not going to be in the way of like traffic or like just
Yeah, the traffic of all 13 people who live here.
they need to be able to get to their homes.
We can go behind the inn, right?
Yeah, we'll Bob's parents are welcome to join us or go back to their house.
Oh, you see, Salsa says, I think we're going to sleep in our house one more time, and then, unless you need us, I think we're just gonna start heading to No Fleece Isle.
Bob's being attacked.
Bob is turned into
Giant vicious creature.
A stray dog just comes out of nowhere, starts licking her face.
A stray dog just attacked me.
Bob, make a Constitution saving throw.
Terrifying.
No.
I've lost all constitution.
Let's see how well you do with rabies.
Fucker.
All right, and so you guys form up behind the stable. Almost forgot the word there. And you guys get ready, and you guys go through your long rest. We are going to take our break here. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll come back to the next day. Now that everyone's back, let's pick things up from here. And so you guys wake up the next day, fully rested.
Check my pockets.
Everything seems to be there. Everything's there.
Everybody check your pockets.
Everything good?
Yeah, for everyone, nothing lost.
All my pockets are there.
Great. So glad your
Glad to
pockets
know
are there.
that all your pockets are there. Now, all are your items there?
Yeah.
Bob, do you still have your deck of cards, or did you drop it again?
No, I still have my cards.
Does Bob indeed still have their cards?
There's no items lost.
It looks like there is.
You rummage through your pockets to find a deck. You find the deck of many things in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all up for a little hiking?
Bob
Do we have much of a choice?
Bob takes the pouch that's got the deck of many things in it and like tucks it behind her armor.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as we know, these stairs, probably not something we can bring the beast with us.
Potentially I could with Fly.
Well, no, I'm just wondering if we can go up the stairs with the animals or if we gotta leave them behind. Kunzi?
This seems to be more of a on foot path.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll leave them tied up here. We'll be back for them when we're done. Anybody want to say goodbye to their animals forever?
Bob's gonna go pat axe beak Frank on the beak. Like on the side of the beak.
Okay,
not
there
like
you go.
pointy beak.
I was
Not
gonna
pointy part.
not on
side
the.
beak.
Goodbye, Frank. Ah!
And then she's going to kind of wander away from everyone and pick up a stick.
Okay.
that kind of has like handles.
Make a investigation check.
Gonna make me look for a stick on the ground.
If you make a specific request, you do find.
Yeah.
You do find it. You do
I
find
find my damn stick. And she's going to start to cast locate object.
Okay. Just gonna take a quick look at it.
Do you want me to post it?
No. I got it. Okay. So you have. What's the concentration? 10 minutes. Okay. You take 10 minutes.
Probably have to do it.
What?
I said I'll probably have to do it again before we reach the top, but
Okay. So are you doing this while you're walking?
yeah, when we start up the hill is when she's gonna start the spell.
Okay. And what are you locating?
The coins with the X's on them.
Okay. I think it's just one object, right? So just one of the coins.
Yeah.
The coin that Hugbear gave to Anton.
Yep.
Okay. You do sense it, and it happens to be exactly 1,000 feet directly up the mountain.
Well, she's gonna look at everybody and be like, Anton's missing that coin and it's up the hill.
Unless Anton's up there just walking around with coins.
Well, if we find him, we'll know.
We will. Onwards and upwards.
All right. And so you guys begin to travel.
Would you like me to go ahead and roll stealth now? Because we obviously know I'm stealthing while we're traveling.
Sure, go ahead.
I've got my Echo walking in front of us.
Fucking second nat 20.
That's my third natural 20 of the night. Thank you.
For stealth, at least. You're
Second for stealth, yeah.
fucking.
Man, I thought Corra was coming with us on this adventure. I guess not.
Corra seems to have
Holy
ditched you.
shit, they stole Corra.
Corra
Corra
is
must have owned land.
Corra secretly.
Corra was the land.
And so you guys begin to travel. And time goes by. It's not fast, it's slow. Because it's just a lot of walking. And there's the points where they have to make... there's like, sometimes there's sharp inclines that like lead to just plateaus that eventually go up again. It's just a constant upward battle.
99
What-
bottles of ale on the wall. 99 bottles of
Yeah,
ale.
essentially. And while you guys are making your first hike up, I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws for me. All right, 22, 7, 2 natural 20s for fuck's sake, and 16. Corra, you suffer a point of exhaustion.
Because you're keeping up with the party and stealthing, so it's like you're running.
I hate that for me.
So I believe with that, you just have disadvantage on ability checks. See if I can find it before you do.
Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, cool.
No, just Corra, not Hugbear.
No, I was just looking.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Thanks, I hate that for me.
Hey, it could be worse. Just wait till later. And so as you guys are traveling, everyone seems to be fine. Corra, make another stealth check for me.
I hate it when you say that.
Okay. You guys knowing Corra, initially you didn't hear her,
I
but
didn't mean to throw those.
you take 25 points of no.
5 points of sneak. Thank you.
25 points of sneak damage. But you guys start to hear a little bit of Corra, and she seems to be breathing a little bit harder than usual. Just a little bit.
Pop is concentrating on the way her stick is pointing her.
Not that it matters, but that should have been at disadvantage because of the.
Oh
Exhausting.
shit, you're right.
Good point. So roll again.
I can't really roll much lower than
I know.
that.
It was like if
23.
it's a 1, though, it's funny.
That's fair.
But yeah, you guys can hear Corra, but she's breathing.
The general public couldn't.
And so, oh goody, I love it that this, for some reason, this video decides to keep fucking freezing up on me. Anyway, and so you guys keep traveling. You get about a third of the way there. Whoever's up front, I would say at this point about an hour and a half has passed.
During that whole time, every time the 10 or however minute, I think it's 10 minutes.
It's a 10-minute concentration. Yeah.
She's just gonna keep doing it.
During that, during those 90 minutes, they're gonna cast it 9 times.
No, you don't have to do that. No.
Well, no, like just every once in a while to check that we're still going in the right direction.
Does this path seem to be just like one, like just straight up,
Right.
or are we like going around, or?
It seems to be all sorts of directions. So sometimes it will just either go straight, or even there's some moments where like it cuts back. But
These are all carved out steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just keeps going up.
Yeah, if she feels a little lost, she's gonna recast it, but it won't be very often.
Okay. I'll say for this first time run, you only cast it that one time.
Okay.
I'll be nice to you.
But I'm fragile.
And so as you
You're
guys,
like the second most durable character here.
Emotionally fragile.
Emotional.
Wow.
We can't all be squishy on the inside and out.
any of those you guys
Yeah,
want,
I'm the squishiest.
anything you guys want to do before we
Corra, I can hear you breathing. If at any point you need to take a nap, you let us know.
Fine. Fine.
Corra,
The air is only going to get thinner the higher we get.
Corra, do you want
Yeah,
me to
that's why
carry
we're
you?
working now.
Corra, do you want me to carry you?
I shoot off a look that could kill. You can't carry me. You're too small.
I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not going to.
I was talking to Bob.
Just trying to be nice.
Yeah, but you can't get hurt.
Sure
You
I
got
can.
parents. You got parents.
Nah. I got a dog.
Alright. So,
All I need.
unless anyone has anything else they wanted to do during this first third of the trip, I can just get us into the next third,
That's
Anybody?
fine.
in which another 90 minutes go by, and it's just right now you're facing possibly your hardest encounter: boredom. And as you guys are
Nine piles of
and as you
yellow.
guys keep traveling upwards, I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws again. Luckily
Buck
for
has found a dog. So along the trail, Bob found this dog.
Oh, how the turntables.
okay. Yeah. Everyone except Bop makes it. Bop, take a point of exhaustion.
No. How do I do that?
If you go over on your character sheet and just over like on the middle top right, there's conditions.
He did not like that.
Whoa. Oh my god.
He wants to play the game, Coonsy.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
We're losing.
Speak
Christ.
with animals has failed.
What you doing? What you
Oh my
doing?
god. Okay. And so you guys travel, and you get to a point now where there is frost and snow starting to be around this rock during this rocky pathway. And so your steps now have a little bit of a crunch to it, and you start to hear Bob starting to breathe a little heavily. I said a little.
Everything she does is a little, Coonsy.
Good point.
She's a
Could
little-
Takari cast haste on Hugbear to make it go a little bit faster?
I would go faster. I would leave you all in the dust.
Yeah, only Hugbear.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
Because I know all master. Lesser restoration might.
That is true.
I don't have that.
Never mind.
We gave it away, remember?
You don't have it as a spell?
No.
Oh.
I am not a cleric. Or a bard.
You're not a class that is capable of learning this spell.
Nobody here?
Onora
Wait.
can.
Which spell?
Lesser
Lesser.
restoration.
Maybe. Is
Does
that a
that-
spell or is that a trait?
Spell.
I hate y'all
Spell.
so much.
What you see?
Lesser restoration.
I feel like it's one of the ones that can help.
Exhaustion.
Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm gonna take a look. I think it might have been greater restoration you were thinking of.
Yeah, greater restoration can cure exhaustion. Okay. Well, if you guys want to take a nap before we continue.
I can keep going.
Well, just a reminder, we do have to do this whole thing back.
Oh.
So maybe once we get to the top, if we have to fight anything, we'll do that, and then we'll come on back.
There should be a slide back. Whee!
And as you guys are talking amongst yourselves, you hear a noise. It just as you get to a point where there's sort of like two stone walls that like bend around. It just have like a flat top on top of it. And you guys hear a noise. As you look up, you see that there is a you see a dark gray big lengthy creature of large size that has fur around its, like the back of its shoulders, on its back, on its forearms and legs, with long sharp claws and tusks. As you see this creature sort of at that pathway, so it looks towards you, and in a sort of growls, you go, "Arr!" And you see and you hear again, you hear another that same noise, As you see, like from the top of that, you see another of that creature come up and then jump down.
Hugbear is going to just look to Takari and be like, "Can you make me bigger?"
I possibly can, yeah.
Rawr.
Hold on.
That's what Bob does.
And as they speak, I believe only Takari is the only one here that can speak giant. Correct?
Yep.
Ooh.
You hear one of the creatures say. You hear one of the creatures say. Been a while since we saw prey. Let's have some fun, shall we?
What if we were not prey? What if we were friendly? And she was gonna cast Charm Monster at 4 level.
Alright, could you post it for me, please?
Un momento, por favor.
I want it now, damn it! No. It touches the creature, must make a wisdom saving throw.
What were your expectations?
Alright,
I'm not finding it yet.
save. Give me a sec here. Okay. DC 14, correct?
D.
They both fail.
They're friendly to you.
And only
Could-
you, and they're gonna eat the rest of us.
Could you help us get up towards the top part?
We do not go up top.
Why not?
Small, pointy ear told us not to go up.
Could you at least get us a little bit closer then?
Sure. We can guide you, but what of them?
They're friends. My friends.
Okay. And Takari, you can make a nature check with advantage to try to identify what these are.
Takari, what's going on? Why do you look happy?
They're going to be nice to us as long as we don't attack them.
These are, these are ice trolls.
And they're ice trolls.
How long does the spell last? An hour?
Yeah, an hour.
Does Takari know that?
Oh, by the way, at 4th level, you can only target one person.
That's fine. As long as one of them is willing to...
Okay, so you see one of them is very helpful. The other one is just sort of giving a stink eye. You hear the one giving you a stink eye goes, let me know and I will kill them. And you hear the other one goes, no, don't worry. I trust this one.
Does Takari know it only lasts an hour?
Yes, she'll let you know what's going on.
So, what happens after an hour?
I'll try to cast again.
And so,
Or
as you guys make your third, as you guys travel and make your last third of the trip, I need everyone to make another Constitution saving throw.
Can I just say it once Takari has let us know that it only lasts an hour, and that I don't trust them making that save again in an hour. Let's say at some point send them back, so they're not hostile towards us at the end of this.
That's why she said get us as far as they can.
Well, yeah, but then by the time we're done this,
Hugbear!
I know I'm trying to. You're speeding along the process, and I'm trying to get my team not to get us killed in a second.
I know, I'm just making sure that you heard me. Okay.
Oh, but death is so fun.
Halfway into this section, we need to tell the trolls to meet us at the bottom or something to get away from us, because I do not want to fight them.
Takari will ask them if they could meet us down at the bottom.
You mean bottom of mountain?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least give us, 30 minutes head start on it. Cool.
All right.
That's all.
Okay, and so, like, what, 30 minutes into this last stretch, you send him back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She'll thank them and, thank them be as nice as possible that she can be, as to thank them for, guiding us to the foot of the mountain as much as they could, anyway.
No problem. Good luck with Firebird. And they leave.
Firebird? What the hell is a firebird?
That's how we get down this mountain.
She would have said that in common.
What's a firebird?
I don't know. That's what the troll
Can
said.
I roll in Arcana to see if I know what it is?
Sure, go
Am
ahead.
I still exhausted?
Yes, you're still exhausted.
God damn.
Exhaustion doesn't go back till you take a long rest.
So
And you lose 1 point of exhaustion per long rest.
Yep. 22. The only Firebird you can think of, Onora, is an elemental being called a phoenix.
Now I found a cat.
So, I mean, the ones that I am aware of, I've known them to be known as phoenixes. Birds that die and rise again. Essentially made of fire. Therefore, the term firebirds.
It could just be a bird that's on fire.
That's literally what a phoenix is.
I mean, I could catch any bird on fire.
This bird
Yes, but they
is on
seemed awfully
fire.
they seem awfully troubled by it. So normally a bird on fire would just be gruesome and sorrowful, I guess.
Tasty.
pre-cooked.
Tasty.
And so you guys, 30 minutes, so about 30 minutes in, you tell the trolls to turn back around, they turn back around, and as you get another 30 minutes into it, you come across this bridge. You come across a wooden bridge, but it looks old, it looks weathered, very weathered, but it can help you get across. And it seems to be about 30.
Can I cast mending to see if I can make it any sturdier?
You can do that.
How long did you say it was?
About 30 feet.
I mean, it'll ruin our Indiana Jones moment where we're like walking on it and then our foot falls through and we have to skip that step. But
I mean, if you're looking to like you'll touch one part of the bridge and then that part just gets fixed, not the whole thing. So it'll be a lot of touching.
That's fine. It's a cantrip, so I can cast it multiple times.
you can just go first.
As the biggest one, I'll go first. And I take a step forward, and as I do, I put my echo on the other side of the bridge and big fit to it.
And then switch places with it.
Yeah.
All right.
What's taking you guys so long?
Bob's gonna go up to the bridge, stand at the end, and then close her eyes like she's trying to bamf. Didn't work.
I mean, don't half of you fly?
I
Really?
can fly with spell, but
I think only 2 of us can fly, and that would be.
That would be half of us.
Oh yeah. I'm tired.
So
Don't mind me.
after Hugbear bamps himself over, you see Onora walks over. I'm guessing you're just gonna touch each part, each step of the bridge you see, and just mend every step. Okay, and so I would say with that method, and because it takes a minute to use each, it takes a minute. Each one has a casting time of a minute. This
30
this
minutes.
process will take 30 about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, 9, 12.
If it's 30 feet, it's 30 minutes, right? Because mending
Yeah,
only,
it takes
one
takes.
foot.
Hold on, 1, 3, 5,
what if
10, 15,
Bot
25, 26.
because with fly, I can only cast it on myself and one other person if I use it at higher enough level.
You can if you want to.
You're gonna let Bop fly?
No, I was gonna suggest that.
Don't leave me.
No, I was gonna use you and I, because we don't have wings, so we'll have to use a spell. Onora uses her wings. Bop turns
I
into
can
a
only
bird.
use my wings once a day. No.
And Onora, you start to sense that this process is going to take a little over 2 hours.
Okay, well, have fun with the trolls coming.
Or Bop can turn into what can you turn into, Bop?
I cannot fly yet.
Hugbear starts walking away.
Hugbear.
I'll handle the pointy-eared guy. You guys have fun with your
Exactly
bridge.
how rickety does this look? Like, could we get over if we went one by one?
It looks walkable.
Hold on a sec. I gotta look
I'm
something
gonna
up real
go.
quick.
I'm just gonna
Actually,
cross.
You're going to walk across?
I'm
Alright.
gonna be careful about it and like hold on. I'm gonna go.
Okay. Then, as you're walking, make a dexterity saving throw with advantage because you're holding on.
I have a hypothetical question. So I have the spell catapult. Could I potentially catapult someone across the bridge?
What's the range on it?
60 feet.
Yeah, you could. What can you target though?
Hugbear.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot 2nd level or higher, the maximum weight of the objects that you can target with the spell increases by 5 pounds, and the damage increases by 1d8.
Okay,
Each slot,
what's the
level-
initial weight?
I don't know.
It doesn't say on the spell description. Choose an object weighing 1 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, no, you
Oh.
can do that.
So you
Never
have
mind.
you have to cast it like at a very high spell in order to launch someone.
Yeah, because Bop's about 150 pounds with all her crap.
So wee, it will take.
I loved the idea though.
I was loving it too, but like even
Like, my brain was like,
Here's the thing. Bob could change into like a gerbil.
Ooh! Ooh! Hold on.
but
Nice.
what did you roll? 26. Oh no, 15 because you were at disadvantage. You
I thought it was at advantage because they were
Yeah,
holding
you
on.
said advantage because I'm holding on.
right? Okay, duh. Sorry. But yeah.
I do have the point of exhaustion, so like, I don't know how
But
you
no,
feel about that.
the exhaustion doesn't apply to saving throws at the early stages.
Oh, you're right. You're right, because it's ability checks right now.
Yes. Yeah, you walk across just fine.
Everybody,
I get over to Hugbear and I'm like, hey,
you want
How
to
you
just
doing?
go? Want to just
long
go?
time no see.
We want to just leave them?
They get mad when we do that because we start, Killing off kings.
A rat. Bop will transform into a rat and can be eaten.
You're gonna okay. I'm gonna.
Toonsy, can we do that?
Actually, Onora is also gonna wild shape into a rat and to be eaten.
Hugbear, we're about to have 2 pet mice, I think.
What if I don't catch them? I just let them smash into this mountain.
How much does a rat usually weigh? Let me.
Or you know what? We're rats. Why don't we just run across?
Yeah, actually, that's true. We're very light. Technically, that's true.
No, you should really be thrown across
what?
this 30-foot gap.
Okay, so you run it.
It's up to you guys.
What do you
I
guys?
can either.
Bop is going to wild shape into a rat. And then she's going to run along the rope of the bridge.
The rope railings?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you make it across.
Merry Christmas.
Does Onora do the same thing?
Takari's the only one still on the other side, right?
Takari's gonna cast fly on herself at 3rd level then.
There you go.
Okay.
Takari, flap your little arms and come on.
And then she'll try to go across.
And yeah, you fly across.
I forget that Onora has druid too.
Yeah, I forget that I have a druid too, and I forget that I have wild shape as well.
You have wild shape at 1st level?
I'm a 3rd level druid.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh, no,
rogue.
it's cleric. You have 1 level in. Yeah, it's cleric. They have 1 level in. I thought it was druid. Never mind. Yeah. So all of you make it across. Eventually, Takari, the fly spell does go away.
Yeah, as soon as she got to the other side, she would have dropped the spell.
Okay. And so you guys have all made it across. Congratulations. End of campaign.
Chop down this.
No.
Want to chop down this bridge and make sure that trolls can't follow us?
Hugbear, we have to get back.
Yeah, no, I'll just throw them.
Hi!
Gonna become a human again. Or a gnome again.
I exist.
Yeah, I could probably throw you 30 feet.
I would rather not risk it.
I can lift and throw like up to 600 pounds. I don't
As
know,
much as I trust you, that's a very far distance and a very big hole.
Fine, whatever. Don't believe in me. I see how it is.
Fine, be that way.
You could throw me a hugger.
Thanks.
Hugbear,
I just think it'd be fun to fly.
if you picked me up
Yeah,
and were holding me, could you still do your echo shit?
yeah. I would just tell my echo to do things. And I
Well,
would
no,
just...
like, can you?
No, would
I
you
think
be
what
able
she's
to, like,
saying.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not like that.
be, like, in your backpack? Like, between your backpack and you? Kind of like how you carry a baby? Because your backpack goes with you.
Sure. Here, hold on to me for a second. Like, just piggyback.
See if it works. Just like do 5 feet.
And just, like, put my echo 2 steps up and try to bamf into my echo with Corra on my back.
Like, in between the backpack and him. I'm in the bag like a baby.
You're in his bag.
Yeah. So, like, you know how, like, people have, like, a bag and then, like, their baby in between, like, it's strapped on? I am baby insensitive.
It really...
We all thought it was Bob.
Carrier.
It's not.
It
We
really
all
depends
thought
on
that
how
Bob was
you
baby.
see it working physically. If it's just like I am here and now I'm there, or is it like I travel there? I guess it's kind of...
It's
Bob is
just
officially
a
no
matter
longer
of...
baby.
Here's the thing. All of your objects, all of your items are able to cross just fine.
Mhm.
But another living being...
But if I'm in the bag...
But still, another living being.
I personally don't see it working, but that's just
Nah, I'm not gonna give you
I'm
that.
trying to be creative, Hugbear.
I know it's a great idea.
It is a really good idea, but honest, I don't think it would work like that.
I think you would just be on my echo and probably fall to the ground.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, the Echo and Hugbear would switch, and you would just be left behind. You have like a millisecond of being in midair, and then just fall to the ground. It is a really good idea, but I don't think it would work with like it's not like Dimension Door.
Yeah.
What if I'm dead?
I do have Dimension Door, but I don't have it prepared.
What if I'm dead, Coonsy?
What if Corra is dead and I'm carrying her around as an object?
Same thing. I'm going to say you can't carry humanoid bodies with you
I
like
wild
that.
shape into.
What
a
if I
pencil.
just objectify Corra?
We have a bag of holding, right?
I no longer see you as a person.
Don't
For-
get in the bag of holding. That's how we get
First
creatures
off,
come out of the bag of holding.
First off, how rude. Second of all, no.
Don't get into the bag of holding, because then the guy with the long fingers will come out.
Because, like, isn't the inside of a bag of holding technically a different plane?
It is a different plane.
You
But
have
it's
a
a
bag of holding.
holding.
If you held your breath and jumped in the bag of holding, and I was holding the bag of holding and then bamf, that should work.
I am not letting us continue this rabbit hole.
We're not trying to figure out a plan to go back.
Because we could all jump in the into the bag of holding.
Hugbear, make me an Arcana check.
We could hold hands, jump in.
You know that anything living will not survive in the bag of holding.
What if I keep my head stuck out?
You're beheaded. All right.
And we still get to test it out because she's dead now.
Yeah. If
We'll
she's already a
continue
dead
on.
body, then we'll just put her in the bag of holding.
All right, we're
The
done
next person that we
tangenting.
murder, can we test that theory?
And as you guys keep traveling,
I'd like to go back to sneaking.
go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Like a glove.
Like a glove. Here, I'm just gonna give you 2 seconds here.
1.
It's been 2 seconds, Coonsy.
2 seconds means 2 minutes, okay?
3.
Shush.
Let me start a timer.
I'm gonna need you all to shut the fuck up.
Hey Siri.
Okay, fuck you. You guys eventually make up to the top, in which initially you find yourselves. You look towards on your left. You see clouds,
It's pretty up here.
and then on your right you see that there is sort of where the bait, so where the you see there's an entranceway, and you see that on this sort of this small cave entranceway. If you peer into it, you see there is a large pile of gold inside, and the only thing separating you guys is this green barrier.
I poked the green barrier with my stick.
I would like to roll investigation to see if there's any other living beings up here with us.
As you touch the barrier with the stick just flies out of your hands and falls off the side of the cliff.
I want to roll Arcana to see if I know this spell.
Can I as well?
Sure,
And
go
I
ahead.
as well.
Can
knowing
I
all
still
magic.
roll to see if there's any other living things up here?
Sure, go ahead.
Because I don't trust you with this. Oh shoot, I have, 1 second, I have
Good job, Takari.
the disadvantage.
Oh, do I have to roll disadvantage too?
Yes.
Yes.
Those who are exhausted need to roll with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Still great rolls. Wow. 23.
Okay. Let me look back at the rules. What do we got? 23 from Bop. 16 from Hugbear. Hugbear and Onora, you don't know what this is.
Takari has a nat 20.
Yeah, I see that.
Actively tries to ignore it.
No, I'm not ignoring it. I'm just
Okay.
I'm looking at all the numbers here. And there's just
Yeah.
as for the rest of you, so for Corra, just Corra. You have no idea. This is a powerful spell, but you don't have any details on it.
I was not trying to look at the barrier.
Oh, you were
I was
looking.
trying to see if anything else is.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
I'm on our lookout.
There was a lot going on all at once.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, we'll get back to you. And so, would you say that you guys are like more up here, more at the top here?
Wherever the green barrier is, that's where Bop,
So,
Takari.
If you're gonna look at the barrier, come more towards the top of the map, please.
Cool.
All right, and so we'll get back to you, Corra. But for what we got, Bop and Takari, you sense again. You sense this is a very powerful spell. This is you don't, but you still don't know what it is. But you sense that it is it's an abjuration class spell. It is essentially what you're able to get off of it is, well, you guys figured out. Takari, with your natural 20, what you figure out is essentially this is a barrier it's a protection barrier of sorts, and that if someone were to try and touch it, they take a lot of force damage and potentially get flung off the cliff. Whoever put this spell up, pretty damn powerful.
Are you unable to dispel this?
I would have to have the spell prepared.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that right now.
And as you guys are doing that, Corra, you spot this before everyone else. You guys hear coming out from the clouds. It is pointless trying to dispel his protection. And you see a giant flaming bird come out.
I want it noted I'm still hidden.
Okay.
Alright, what can I transform into now to fly away?
But he doesn't seem people can make an insight check if they wish to get like a vibe.
Just the first one. Damn, 15.
Yep.
Oh no.
Corra, hard to read. It's a talking bird.
There's some rocks in my way too, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you're tired too, so kind of hard to read. But for everyone else, doesn't seem aggressive.
What can you tell us about the wizard or sorcerer?
Great. Flaming bird.
I was summoned by a powerful being, and was told to guard this entrance until he came back.
When is he supposed to come back?
He has not specified. All I've been told, and you see, he starts to fly over. He begins to fly over.
Well, you see,
I have seen many people. I have seen people try to take what is beyond this barrier, and all have failed. Whether by the barrier pushing them off the cliff, or me having to take their life, which I do not find enjoyable. I prefer not to take people's lives, but it is my job.
Well, perhaps some sort of negotiation can happen. See, your creator made a deal with a mayor who kind of fucked over his whole town playing cards. And right now it's harming people who have nothing to do with that. It's creating great hardship on a land that doesn't deserve it, and it's hard enough out here. I'm not interested in any of this gold. I'm just looking to help the people.
Make a persuasion check for me.
I'll just be the first one. Check out that +0. 7.
And you see, he looks at you and says, I understand, but I have been told to protect, but I was told to protect this by the one who summoned me.
Could you tell us more about him? Maybe we can learn a little bit more.
He is very powerful, known to wear last I saw him, he had sort of combed hair, wearing a red robe.
Oh.
Wow, sounds fearsome. Anybody got anything?
Do you happen to know where he lives up here?
He doesn't. He does not. He is not from here.
He's not from here, and he's not due to be back anytime soon, by the looks of it. Do you ever leave the mountain?
No.
Not even for food or...
I stay within this range. I never hunger.
That's fun.
I never hunger. I never tire.
Sure, it gets lonely, though.
I get visitors now and then. They end up falling off the cliff.
I bet that's amusing to watch.
It is... It is always interesting to see the Master's work as it does its job.
What exactly binds you here?
The Master, of course.
Like, as a spell, or...
As in a spell, more than likely. Because as you can figure, I'm not really from here, either.
Wait till I roll back on it and get up in the wheel. Or we'll fight a fight back.
Well, I personally don't want to fight you either.
Would you happen to... Well, probably not. Would you happen to know of a way that he could be summoned?
Make a persuasion check, Takari. You see, he looks at you. I do know of a way. We would just need a fire.
The fire? Okay.
I just need a fire. I can travel through the fire. I can talk to him. And if I can persuade him, possibly bring him over if you're interested. As long as you don't try to go after the barrier, because I can sense if you're going after it, and I'll turn right back around.
We're not going anywhere near the barrier. We just want to talk to your master.
As he points with his feather, flaming feather.
You should.
We have no intentions of going after what's behind the barrier. We just want to talk to your master.
I have an idea of how to get him here if you could tell him.
I have one as well.
Just tell him that someone did break the barrier and that all his gold is gone. He'll have to come and check.
I cannot lie to the master.
Well, my idea is, from what I hear, he's a big fan of card games. That's what got us into this mess. We happen to have a deck of cards here with us, and if he's game and willing to drop the curse on the town, he can keep this gold and play our game, and we'll leave.
Pop digs around in her armor and pulls out her cards. Her little pouch of cards.
I will mention this to him. So, if you could build me a fire, I can...
Are there any sticks or twigs around us?
Make an investigation check.
Or any sort of wood or flammable objects?
Bob just yeeted it off the fucking mountain.
Besides that one.
You can make
Can
it...
I do as one as well?
Sure, go ahead.
That's fine.
I'm just looking for anything flammable.
Same.
Takari, you're having a hard time. Nora, you do find, like, a few small sticks and, like, a piece of cloth.
Fine.
So, Onora is going to take said cloth, set it in the center, put the sticks...
Sticks!
the sticks, kind of round it, making sure that it's not like super compact. And she's gonna. This is a first or second level. Hold on. Give me a second. First level, magic missile. It.
Is that fire?
Otherwise, I could just do firebolt.
Is that fire? Or that's true. I have a cantrip.
Yeah.
I
Or-
just can cast fireball.
I have flint and stone.
But I cast firebolt.
And you make a small fire.
You obliterate the fuck.
And you see the phoenix looks. The phoenix looks at it and goes, "That is small, but I suppose that will
Unless
do."
you happen to have any more sticks that I can, kaboom. What we have?
Bob's gonna open her component pouch, take all out her sticks that she saves all the time, and put them on the fire.
Okay, it makes a little bit of a bigger fire.
Some of my spells require sticks.
I didn't really.
And you see the phoenix goes, "That will do." And okay, you can stop now. I want you to be able to maintain it, because I can bring him back through this.
Perfect.
All right.
Everybody game face.
Bag of sticks.
We're
Corra's
tricking.
gonna remain hidden.
I do not know how long this will take, so I ask you be patient.
She wishes not to be perceived.
We could have done tiny hut and then turned the tiny hut on fire.
I can hear you. No. Never mind. I thought you were going somewhere else. And he goes, "So, please give me some time." And you see the phoenix flies up, starts to do a head dive towards you, and then he thins. He sort of thins himself almost to a small line, and then disappears into the fire.
Hey, Hugbear, do you think you can bamp through there with your?
I try to put my echo on the other side of the barrier.
'Cause that's not alive, so technically he might not sense it.
It doesn't work.
All right.
the
The
echo goes ding.
the echo just appears like 1 foot in front of the barrier.
All right, come on back. Everybody cozy by the fire. Bop. Team. Game face. We want to ask the wizard if they want to play a game of cards. The deal is they get to pick one of these amazing cards that have bestowed godlike powers on people in exchange for removing the curse and considering it debt paid.
But what if he doesn't do it?
Well, then we throw pickles at him like we planned.
Okay.
And so
If he actually has a deck of cards, I could probably play. I'm proficient in playing cards.
Well, we'll see. I don't want to lose no free sale.
Who's to say I wasn't gonna bet something else?
Well, he's going to want something expensive, and that's the biggest thing we own.
Pestime.
Yeah, we'll give up Hestine. Fuck
That's
that.
true. We do technically have last time.
Pestime.
If you want to bet your family's
Hooray.
fortune. I think this will work. I think if we play it right, this could work.
Bob's just like naming off all the cities we technically kind of are in charge of.
okay, so
All of them.
okay, and so what are you guys' plan?
We're going to wait. If it gets to like a point where at some point it's late and we're tired, we'll tiny hut and sleep up here, I guess.
Okay.
Papa's gonna ask Takari if she wants to play with the regular playing cards with her.
Sure.
We're gonna play Old Maid.
And so
Okay.
some time is gonna go by, so the fire's gonna have to try to be maintained.
Yeah, I'm going to take like pieces of my my bedroll and just every so often chuck a piece in.
Make a survival check with advantage.
Montage. Survival.
Yeah, you managed to keep the fire going with this bits and pieces of bedcloth.
Sick.
And ironically, you guys hear in the distance you hear like a crash, like a break and a crash. Almost like some screams of distance.
No, the trolls didn't make it.
You know, maybe we should have a barrier like this up.
Around like, flea style.
Mhm.
Ask him how he did it. Maybe offer him a home.
We could offer him a job depending on what he likes.
Well, let's save one town before we
Doom.
doom our own.
So where did we set the fire?
That could be.
I imagine. Yeah, I was gonna say like right there-ish.
Okay.
And at this point, the sun is close to it's post sunset, and so it's getting close to nighttime. And
They said we wouldn't like it at night. Takari, if you want to make that hut.
and as you're suggesting that, the fire starts to erupt, becomes unnaturally large a bit, and forms there's a big pillar of fire that should not be happening.
Uh-oh.
I did fart on that bed a lot. Sorry about that.
And then you see two things come to the fire. One, you see the phoenix come out, and he says, "I have brought Master, but I am having a hard time understanding what's going on. Please just listen." and you see a figure come out. You see a copper-toned half elf with brown slicked back hair with a brown beard, green eyes, wearing a robe with colors of red, yellow, and white. As this half elf steps out of the fire and brushes off his robe and goes, "Okay. So I was told by this phoenix I was once here."
Yeah, you cursed the lands.
Okay. So this is gonna sound a little complicated, but I need you to listen to me. So that was me, but it wasn't me.
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, I was, well, I'm sorry, let me...
Unless you have an evil clone somewhere.
It is sort of like that, but, let me introduce myself. My name's Dorn.
I'm Takari.
Alright, let's throw pickles at him, fuck it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Oh, all right.
Hello, Dorn.
So I was on an adventure with I think didn't I see you guys? See you previously?
Yeah, fuck. I feel like he was like
I don't
somebody who
recall.
sold us shit. He was a merchant before, wasn't he? Wasn't Dorn in this earlier as a merchant?
And you see Dorn looks and goes, "That's right. I think I was here one point. I was I was selling. Yeah, I was
the one that was selling the counterfeit stuff.
No, he was. I was selling magical items.
In Nofliasile.
Yeah, but I was only there for like a week, or
Yeah.
10 days, however time passes here.
So since we're old friends, do you think you could uncurse the land?
Could you point me to what needs to be corrected? Gesundheit.
It's my spouse, sorry. I guess you could call it my homeland.
Okay.
Froz Brary was cursed by you at some point that you seem to not remember. You seem like a reasonable human, half-elf thing.
I'm sorry, you said this is where again?
Froz Brary.
Okay. So I did kill this one already. So, let me explain. So, I was traveling with one of my adventuring friends, I guess, and at one point we were at a point where we were fighting a god, and then for some reason my buddy decides to, you know what? Let's just kill time itself, and let's just make variants of each other. And then you hear a voice from the fire said, and you hear a voice behind you say, "Well, you see, time looked at me, and he was making me look like a dick." And you see, coming out of the fire, you see I
will fucking kill Hoth. I will do it.
You see a gold-plated armor. Azimir, wasn't it?
No, he was just straight up human.
Oh, right, okay. You see a human wearing a gold-plated armor.
Hey, Coonsy.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to remain hidden. I would like to prepare a reaction in case one of them tries something on any other members of my party. I want to shoot them.
They seem pretty chill.
This is a heads up. I will not shoot first.
And you see this figure come out, and you see Dorn turns to you and says, "I know, Hoth, but we can't just go, you can't kill the god of time. You see, you see all the work that we had to do?
I think I would kill the god of time. That's the only thing I'm afraid of, really.
You see, this one understands.
Yeah, I mean, I think time is the only thing that could literally kill me.
I mean, look at you. Are you a god? Hoth, not now. Okay. What do I need to correct? What do I need to correct?
Well,
Show me.
There's a little bit of trouble in Froz Brary.
Okay.
Yeah, I got chips in my mouth.
okay. Apparently another version of you played some cards here and told the mayor then that they owed you 100,000 gold, and until that happened, every dime that came out of town would be yours. And it's right behind you, right behind that barrier. I don't care about the gold. I don't care about the barrier. I just want the cursed town to be uncursed and let them earn wage and not be destitute forever.
All right. You see, he looks over. Hi. Wow. Yeah. This looks something I would do. On a bad day, though, I would never do such a thing. And you see, Hoth goes, Well, you did kill off your. Didn't you say something about killing off your whole high elf half of yourself? And he goes, Yeah, but I had righteous reason why. Alright, just give me some time. I give me a second to investigate it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hoth, by the way, you're very handsome.
Why, thank you. I would say the same thing to you.
If that armor, it's so bright. Is that all gold?
Why, yes, it is.
Wow. Does this Hoth have a gun?
You do see there is a sort of like a wooden weapon on his back that starts off like this wide, and as it goes down, it starts to shorten a little bit to like a cylinder-like object.
It's an interesting sword on your back.
Oh, why this? And he pulls it around, and it is essentially a musket. And he goes, Yes, at one point I traveled 600 years into the future, and in this future they had what they called guns. And I was able to have one of these. Yes.
The artificer in me is like,
Do you have firearms where you're in this region?
Unless you count bows and magic.
It does look like a tiny cannon.
That's what essentially is. It's almost. Doran, how did you describe it again? And Doran just goes, it's basically magic for non-magic users. Something I don't need. And he's always prideful about his magic. I heard that.
Bob pulled out a piece of paper and is now sketching the thing because it looks really cool.
Well, while we have you here, if
but yes, check this out. And he fires off a round.
And Corra kills him.
But he fires it like in the air.
Wow, what a boomstick you have!
Kind of
Yes.
reminds me of my magic missile almost, but with a cannon.
The only thing is that it takes a while to reload. It takes about like 6 seconds to reload.
Harness,
A musket?
magic,
In this world, yes.
missile. Into
In D&D, yes.
Yes, indeed.
boom.
Because this is we're talking about one-shot muskets.
And they're very.
This is not an AK-47, okay?
Well,
Create
no, I forget, D&D actually has stats
gun.
for that kind of stuff because like my brain goes to an actual black powder musket, which does not take 6 seconds to load because I've shot black powdered muskets before. So my brain forgets D&D has a stats for that.
It doesn't take you 6 seconds. My dumb ass, it would take an hour.
Well, Bob, if this is something you want to study, perhaps they can show you the ropes and you can take some notes.
Yeah.
This could be a boon to our city, and we do have access to black powder now.
Yeah,
You could be ahead of the curve.
Bob's gonna be like, do you happen to have like a blueprint that I could copy?
No, I do not.
Can I take
As
it
soon
apart?
as I bought this, I was satisfied.
Yeah,
Can I-
yeah, I was.
Can I try to take it apart if I promise to try to put it back together?
I can let you take a look at it, but
Okay.
not dissect it, because I still need to use it.
Okay.
Your name is Doran, right? And Takari will turn to the other person next to Hoth.
Yes, I am Dorn.
You said you were proficient in magic.
Yes, I am. Obviously.
Would you happen to know the spell Greater Restoration? Or if this is even the spell, and she'll show him the spell that's in her book that she's not sure of.
Okay. Are you... Okay, first off, let me ask you. Are you a healer of sorts?
No, I don't
That's your
portray.
That's your problem. Because only those who worship a deity to gain their powers can cast this kind of spell.
You wouldn't happen to know anybody that would know that spell, right?
Which spell?
Greater Restoration.
Just fine. Do you know... I don't know, like, do you know
Harry?
a druid or a cleric? Do you know a druid or a cleric?
Not offhand.
What?
I don't know of.
Huh? What?
Takari, honey?
Oh. Brain is not like focused.
One.
Work.
Two. There's two of us.
Been
Both druid.
11 months. 11 months of...
She'll look to Onora and Bob like
Not the
Yeah.
Bob's playing with a gun.
she will turn to Onora then.
I think you got your answer. I'm gonna go back to study. I don't want to get a pod for what's going on. And then he just goes back to study. Goes back to the barrier. Bye, I'm almost done. Just give me a couple minutes.
Nora, do you happen to know Greater Restoration?
No, but I'm highly offended that you said you don't know any clerics.
I'm sorry, I didn't actually know what.
And after all this time and saving you and healing you,
I have healing spells too. I am half ranger, half wizard. I
That's fair.
didn't know.
never paid attention to the type of spells that I use. This
No.
entire time we've been together.
I thought you were either a sorcerer or a wizard for sure. Because we both kind of have the same kind of spells, except for the healing ones.
Wow, this is
I-
a really cool boomstick.
I did
Honora
not.
is going to proceed to ignore Takari.
I'm
Aw.
sorry. I
Uh,
didn't realize that you were a cleric all this time. It's not like we actually sat down and actually talked about what we were.
Oh, you know, it's not like we haven't been together almost a year.
As a party.
Can I
How
shoot
long
it?
has it actually been in
Game time.
game time?
months, like several months.
Like, we spent a few months just building town.
Definitely less.
No.
Definitely less than a year.
Okay, well, about a year.
I'd say about 8-9 months.
Yeah, something around 8 months. Yeah.
We haven't really been together all that long.
So,
Uh,
Hugbear, what do you got over there?
Bob is like struggling to hold this gun because obviously it's gonna be bigger than her. because-
here,
Human.
allow me to hold it for you.
Got it.
Yeah, if we could get Hoth to just like go through the motions of like how every piece of it kind of works, and that should give Bob a good estimate of how to build one, maybe.
You see Hoth speak up and says, "Hey, Dord, would it be breaking time if I teach these people how to use this gun?" And he goes, "No, because they've already discovering gunpowder anyway, so it won't really affect." "Yes, you can do it." He goes, "All right." So let me show you how it works. So hold on, let me empty the gun.
Somewhere, one of the trolls is like, "Ah, my leg!"
And he shows you the minutiae of how to shows you like the important spots of the gun, of where to put gunpowder, how to load it, how to properly load it, how to cock and aim, and how to fire, and shows you the basic maneuvers.
She's just writing it all. She's just like writing it down. She's drawing stuff on her little piece of paper. Like the roll of parchment is like rolled down because she just been doing it.
And well, if you're interested in this, I have plenty of others from the other Hoths I had to kill off. I can give you this because it is rare for you. How about 800 gold?
We have some money, don't we?
How about 3 platinum?
That's 30 gold.
That's 30 gold. I'm pretty sure that doesn't match the same number.
Oh, I don't remember how to do that.
Hoth
She's gonna pull out her little satchel, her little thing of money, and like show it to Hugbear. I don't know how much is in there.
Just quick out of game. Did anybody in the party really, really want this weapon of certain death?
I kind of want a gun.
It's a long sword.
Takari will take it then.
Well, here's my question, because what it does basically,
trade it.
when you damage a creature with an attack using this magic longsword, the target can't regain hit points until the start of their next turn or your next turn. So it could be handy in a fight if the enemy.
The problem is the only one who really uses those kind of weapons are you and Corra.
And Takari. Takari.
No, Takari only uses a bow or
Sure.
tries to attempt to magic.
Takari has used a
does
great sword
have a-
before,
She does have a short sword.
and she's also used a
and
great
you've
sword.
used it like once.
I've used it a couple times. And I have the magic called Shadow Blade. I do
I don't
use
wanna
that one.
fight anymore.
Shadow Blade doesn't even use the weapon; it uses just a shadow that you make.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
It's
that's
still
what I'm saying.
technically kind of a blade.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, so you don't need this.
Exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, you have either your bow, a shadow blade, or your magics.
Exactly. Really, the only ones who would benefit from that sword would be either Hugbear or Corra.
I'm not going to use it, and Corra has a stabby hidden blade that's going to murk.
Freaking, let's just one hit. Ew, there's 80 points of damage. You just die. Let's just hit their arterial veins and just die.
Just die.
I would like to offer this rare weapon in exchange for his rare to us weapon. Explaining that, from what I understand, this can stop an enemy from healing. Maybe the next time he fights a god.
Well, like I said, I have plenty of other guns from the Hoth side, from the other Hoth variants that I had to kill off, but
Anything small enough I could carry?
unfortunately this is the only gun I have.
Trade. Do you have one of these? Which looks so tiny and pathetic in my hands.
Doran, do I already have one of these swords? And he goes, I don't keep track of your magical items, Hoth. Looks over. No, you don't. You know what? Deal.
I hand him the weapon of certain death longsword.
Alright. And he gives you, please add a musket.
We just advanced 600 years, my friends.
And also, and he also gives you, he gives you 20 rounds of ammo.
Bob, you can put that all in your inventory, unless you want me to carry your gun for you.
It is a heavy weapon. So
I'll carry it for now, or put it in the bag of holding or whatever.
Well, okay, so it says martial weapons, simple weapons, and firearms.
Yeah, but it's heavy, like in that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, like what?
it just means that smaller creatures who try to use it will have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Seeing as things are going well, I'll slink out of the shadows.
If you make a child with Hoth, I will be so upset.
That's not the intention.
Oh, I don't.
Hugbear?
I'm not in control of the NPC here. This will not be Hoth's legacy.
Oh, actually, no, it's not a heavy weapon. It's just a two-handed weapon, so you could be able to use it, Bob.
Hoth looks like Sean Connery, by the way.
Yeah.
So you might be like, "Oh, look at the ring," but young Sean Connery.
And then
If
I
you have
need
such a
musket
thing for
bullets,
Huff, why don't
right?
you have a baby with him?
What kind of bullets should I put in there in Kunzi?
Just put in bullets.
Just regular bullets?
Yeah. And you just got regular musket, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there you are, Corra.
Don't walk so fast.
I'm still good. I'm still unencumbered, so.
Did you just get here?
She'll give him a little wink.
Oh well, here. This is our friend Dorn, and this handsome bastard is Hoth.
Why, hello there.
She'll nod at both of them.
Bop is currently sitting on the ground now, like studying the musket she was given very closely.
Okay. You see Dorn goes, okay. I think I may forgot what I need to do. But I'm gonna need some help.
Ah, shit.
What kind of help?
I need... Who can cast spells?
That would be
Cora's gonna point
few of
to
us.
Hugbear.
I highly doubt you can cast spells.
He knows everything.
What kind of spells do you need?
I hate to tell you, but I hate to tell you, but the only reason you're able to actually know things is because of that thing you wear on your head.
Maybe.
He knew all magic before the thing.
Just go with it.
What's the difference between abjuration and enchantment spells?
Says the exact thing.
Make an intelligence check.
No, he says the exact thing, Kunzi. It's canon.
Do the first one.
I'll give you advantage anyway.
Okay, cool. 23.
And so you spit out an answer, and you see Dorn with like a cocky grin on his face. It just slowly disappears. Holy shit.
He's one of those people that knows everything about the one thing, but like, not how to do it.
Well, if he knows everything, how come you had to draw me into this? You could have been able to figure this out. What the fuck?
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't do it. I'm like a teacher. I can teach it. I can't do it.
But a teacher can actually do it. If you're...
Those who can't do, teach.
Facts.
I heard that in a movie once. School of Rock. Those who can't do, teach. Those who can't teach
Rock.
phys ed.
What spell do you need?
I
And
actually,
those
I
can
actually,
rock.
I actually need to be. I need to pull some of your arcane abilities.
Okay.
Arcane abilities.
Whoever is willing to do so, you'll feel very tired, but we'll get this done.
As long as we don't get attacked afterwards.
Bop is going to pull a tiny crystal fox out of one of her pockets and, like, chuck it at him.
Bop, you're already feeling tired. Is that the best idea?
He needs magic.
Didn't we kind of take a short rest?
Yeah, I'll say you took a short rest.
It won't fix the exhaustion.
No, but she can get spell slots back
Hmm.
as a wizard.
I
Cool,
thought you were
well-
mentioning with me saying that Bop was tired. I'm like, that will not fix it.
Hugbear is just going to sit and put his hands on his
I mean,
head on his hands. And, well, this should be fun.
well, if
Don't worry,
Takari-
I'll protect you all.
If Takari's enough power, then you can just use Takari.
No, it's okay. Takari will be helpful. Hoth, I'm gonna need you to suck some power out of you too. All right. And
Whoa, what kind of party are we?
shut up.
Takari is like really nervous right now. Like, what am I getting into?
Just-
But she's
Just stand
I
still.
nearly killed myself with
And you
water.
see, he puts a hand on both of your shoulders. All right, you feel a slight pull, but just that's safe. And you see Dorn close his eyes, take a, and then you start to feel, Takari, you start to feel a little bit of life essence. You start to feel a pull, but not a physical pull, but like a sort of an arcane pull, and you feel some power within you start to drain. I just start to feel a little bit weaker and weaker and weaker, but a little bit. And then you see Hoth. You see he goes, "I feel nothing," and then starts to bend forward a little bit. And then Dorn opens his eyes, casts out one of his hands, and the barrier disappears. Takari, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
okay.
Good job.
I was very. Uh-oh. Can I use an inspo?
You
I don't know
can.
where my pencil is.
You can.
That's better.
Okay. Unfortunately, you still fail. You take 58 points of psychic damage. All
Is that all the damage, or
that's
is
that's
just-
that's all. That's the damage.
Oh god.
You no longer have it. All of your spell slots are gone, as if you used all of them,
okay?
and you are 2 levels of exhaustion in.
I don't like that at all.
She can't even tiny hut.
Nope.
No tiny hut. We'll sleep in the cave with the money.
I don't like that at all.
They're not bad guys. They're cool dudes. They gave me a
Where are
gun.
we supposed to sleep if we can't do a tiny hut?
And you
And I
see,
just gave up my bedroll.
I
Damn
mean,
it.
you see Dorn like sort of like hands on his knees, just panting hard. I mean, you can always cave.
It's not as comfortable.
You ever
I'm
slept
a
on
lady of class, thank you.
And you see, he looks over and he goes, "Please."
Whoa!
And you see Hoth walks over to you, to Kari, and says, I know it hurts, but here, let me And he does lay on hands on you, and you heal 60 points.
I'm gonna turn to Hugbear. I'm gonna kill a man, Hugbear. I'm gonna do it.
If you want to kill Dorn, sure, but leave Hoth alone. In and out of game, I might just be in
Two for
love.
one?
You dick.
We'll let him live.
Can I do an Arcana check to figure out what happened?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I insight check Dorn to see if he looks just as sapped of energy as Takari?
Sure, you can.
Like if he used all his juice too?
Sure, you can check. Essentially,
Be the first one.
18. So Takari, what happened to you was essentially whatever. As you know, whenever you rest, whatever magic capabilities you spent, whatever magic energy you spent, you regain it. Whatever magic ability you had left, Dorn just drained it of you. But not completely to like you can't cast spells ever, but just you can't cast spells for the day. And as for Hugbear, you look at Dorn and you can see that he is genuinely very tired. And looks very strained.
Well, looks like I'll have to protect you both for the night.
Bob's gonna inch over to Corra and sort of pat her shoulder.
And
Don't worry, Bob. Your parents are next.
Oh no.
You see the Phoenix at this point goes, I am free now. I don't know what to do now.
Do you have a name?
You want to come hang out with us in our town?
My name is Seer.
What a lovely name.
Seer, would you like a new home?
You're always welcome in No Fleas Isle.
I think I may head back home to the fire plane.
Enjoy your freedom.
But I will remember this offer. And then you see he flaps his wings and flies off.
Damn, he could have been a good watchdog.
He was a good watchdog and we just dispatched him.
He needs a break.
Takari will she'll kind of sit down a little bit because she's really exhausted right now.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, you wouldn't happen to know a way to the Feywild, would you?
What?
Not saying we have to do it now, but do you know of a way to get to the Feywild?
She wants to get blanked.
Shut up.
You can't just say that around Hoth.
Did you say?
I'm just saying.
You see Hoth is like giving a look towards Takari, or like, oh.
Touch me, and I will kill you.
you see Dorn goes, well, it takes someone from the Feywild to get you over there. So, if you happen to find or know someone that can take you there, they could possibly get you there.
We know of one person, but he hasn't been around.
We haven't been around, to be fair. He could be hanging out in your town.
Well then, I suggest you wait, or you could look into some form of transportation spell. I'm not gonna think. I'm not gonna think for the rest of the day.
Takari's got a boyfriend. Takari's got a boyfriend.
All he did was look at me. We haven't even actually spoken to each other.
Well, it was love
That
at first
seems like
sight.
your fault.
Love at first sight.
There was plenty of opportunities here.
I hate you
I don't
all.
know. Maybe we'll just have to marry Hugbear off to him.
Maybe. I'm going to tap Hoth's armor. Be like, "Does protect you in many fights?"
Why, yes, you did.
Can I get an idea of how good this armor is?
Make an Arcana check for me.
More as a Hoth fan. You said investigation?
Arcana.
Oh, Arcana.
Totally sounds like investigation.
Wow.
14?
It would be the 14, yeah.
You sense magic from it, but you don't really know what it is.
Does this protect you from even your own muskets?
I guess you can. It depends. You'll have to tell me what kind of armor was Hoth wearing.
He had fucking power armor, depending on which campaign we're talking about.
Okay.
Bob just starts loading the musket she was given,
Um,
like she was thrown.
I'm
Which
actually
was
no.
like an 18 AC, like,
We can always
repelled
test it.
bullets.
Actually, I don't. That's a different. That's a different armor set. I'm wearing something a little different.
Yeah, okay. Just for show.
I got this from another Hoth. So for some reason there was a cat with him.
Fuck that cat.
Cor's gonna like pat Buff on the head, like, yes, good. Aim.
Well, don't.
Tiara is just probably sitting and holding her cat while trying not to fall asleep while sitting there.
So the curse is gone then.
And Dorian goes, yeah, I don't sense any other magic here. So I think whatever was bestowed on this town, it's gone.
Buff, are you able to detect magic?
Bob will go ahead and do detect magic.
Not that I don't trust y'all.
All right, and so you cast detect
But-
magic, and besides the aurora that you sense from everyone that you know, and then from the new incomers, nothing else seems to be there.
It seems to be gone.
You said you killed the one from here.
Yeah. When I was in Norfolk, I wasn't really actually looking to sell items. That was more of a decoy. Those items were real, but I was actually making sure, seeing if this plane of existence had a variant of myself or Hoth. And then shortly after you met, I read up on this place, found him, killed him. Speaking of which, pulls from his robe. He had this, and he's holding an amulet of the order.
Can I have that?
Sure, I have no use of it, and tosses it to you.
Cool.
Do you see any weird shit when he died?
Yeah, actually. It's so weird. I was over in an empty abyss, talking to myself.
Yeah, that happens.
And then I sensed a very powerful presence. And when I turned around, I saw, you know, it's been a while since I last saw one of these. I saw a gold dragon.
A gold dragon?
Yes.
Aren't gold dragons supposed to be like super rare to be seen?
They're the more of, like, all the dragons. Gold dragons are supposed to be more. They're more good aligned, I guess. But when I've read about them, sorry, I'm lightheaded. Why is the air so thin up here? Sounds like someone needs to work on their cardio. Shut up, Hoth!
It's on a mountain. We're on a mountain.
It's very high up. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was I? Right, research. These gold dragons, they specialize in sort of like a dream realm kind of stuff. So, I don't know what the fuck you guys are dealing with here, but that's about as much as I can gather, as much as I can tell you.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, if you ever wanted to come back to Noflius Isle and help out, we wouldn't say no.
Okay. But I may not likely
As long
come.
as you apologize to Corra.
What?
Apologize to Corra.
You
Why?
did say I'm not a lady. I run a whole country on my own.
Lady Corra.
In case I do need to come back here, I may more likely not ever come back, but in case, I'm sorry.
And you'll
I
never
think the
say anything
correct
like
term
that
is
again.
My apologies, my lady.
That's what she said.
My apologies, my lady.
I'll consider your apology.
You see Hoth goes, look at that, you're finally starting to turn around on women now. And he goes, I'm going to bed, good night, and walks into the cave.
I can't even cast any spells. I can't even do tiny hut.
And
It's okay.
you see Hoth goes, don't mind him. He's in general a nice guy, but he's just a little irritated about the whole killing the god of time and having to hunt our own selves.
That seems like a you problem and not an us problem. So maybe he shouldn't take it out on us.
Hey, he said he killed another Thorn. Did he kill the Hoth of these lands?
As far as I know, he only told me of a Dorn. He never said anything about a Hoth.
Excellent.
Precisely.
God damn it. Wow, you
Well,
intimidate.
Hugbear's dead.
Wow,
Hugbear's dead. I'm bringing it off.
wow, you impersonate me very well.
Was Hoth like a bad version of freaking Sean Connery or something? That's
A bad version?
A bad version? What?
Excuse me?
I'm just
Wow.
It's not. I don't know if Coonsy's just doing a bad impression of Hoth, but
Listen, we can fight if you want to fight.
I said Coonsy was doing the bad impression, not you.
I feel like I can't do it again or I'll be judged.
Not all of us are radio announcers, okay?
It's
He is
fun.
the man
It's all
of
in
many
good fun.
voices.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll keep that in my back pocket that there might be a Hoth running around here.
Ooh. Possibly an evil Hoth since the
Possibly an
Dorn
evil.
was evil.
Yeah. Well, if we're not murdering them tonight, let's go to bed.
Agreed.
Papa's gonna hand Hugbear her very tiny bedroll.
This is a pillow, or it's an entire bed for you.
It's a small blanket for you, Hugbear.
It
She'll
is a
just
napkin.
she'll just pull out her cloak and be like, I can just sleep on this, but you can have a pillow.
Thank you. Is there a big old pile of money beside us?
Yeah, essentially in this cave there is just a large lump of money, a large lump of gold.
Dragons do it.
Hey, Hugbear.
Yeah.
How much do you think I could take that they wouldn't notice?
I don't know what you're talking about. We're getting paid for this job. So we take what we are owed, and then we give the town what they.
And then they pay us again. Good thinking. Good thinking.
I'm glad my parents didn't come with us. Might think you were bad influences.
It's just child support. I've had to parent you this far.
We have a town we need to rebuild.
When did you ever think we were good influences?
We help people all the time.
We do.
These
we
13
also
people
murder
really.
and loot a lot too, if you think about it.
These 13 people can come to know for the asylum. To be at the end of the day, or they can keep living here. We've allowed them the opportunity to keep the money they earn from now on.
Munchkin Land will be safe.
Yeah, we've done a great service here, and our town needs money. We're bleeding it currently. So however much gold is here, we're going to take at least half.
Jesus. How many years was it? Like,
if I remember correctly, it was
120 years.
yes.
100.
Yeah, but it's still less than 100,000.
If someone wants to make a perception check to guess how much money there is, you can.
Can't Corra's got like the money skills? She should do it.
Just one of us? Yeah.
Corey still got disadvantage.
I know, I rolled twice.
Okay, cool. So where we at? 19.
Well,
Not
everyone
me.
thinks there's no money.
Hugbear. That's a lot of shinies.
Yeah.
Find
out later how much half is.
Let's see. So
Might as
19.
well. Oh.
Bob, you don't know how money works.
Bob, that's a lot of shinies.
Takari tired.
Takari tired. Takari, you would roll with a disadvantage.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Because you got 2 levels of exhaustion.
You still got, what, 19 and 16 in there?
Ooh.
Is that better?
Kind of hard to tell when you're drained. This is the most drained you've ever felt.
That's what I said. Takari's tired.
Takari tired. But for Corra, you look at it. There's definitely more than 100,000 gold in here, and
those motherfuckers.
And you sense that maybe whatever this version of Dorn was planning, he probably wasn't gonna come back and take back the rent. He was probably just gonna let it keep going.
How much more than 100,000?
Maybe double?
Hugbear, we're taking half.
We're taking at least half.
Why don't we take 75% of it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or 80.
Here's the thing,
We
Bob.
take
Okay,
80.
Bob.
These people have been tortured for
Bob,
years.
Bob, listen to Mama.
Okay.
It will hurt them more to find out they were conned more than they thought they were. And had more money than they thought they did in here.
So if we take 150, like if there's
So
200,
if we give it
we
worse,
take 150.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. We give them just under 100,000 back and be like, hey, y'all were almost there and you were gonna get everything back. But we got y'all out of it a little bit early.
See, this is why we take 80% and we just give them 20% back.
You see what I mean, Bob?
If we take 150 of 200, that's 75% of it. And basically we say, here's 50,000 gold for you guys to rebuild.
As long as they don't have to live like they were living anymore.
No, we're not gonna leave them in poverty.
For crying out loud,
50,000 gold to rebuild is every house rebuilt.
25,000 gold is every house built.
Yeah, essentially.
And
And Bob,
everything.
we will also give them the option to come to Noflius Isle if they so wish.
And all the trade deals that come with being our best friends.
Precisely.
Okay.
So we'll give them 25,000 or however the heck that
50,000.
goes. 25,000.
Honora.
50. They get
We'll
50,
give
we
them
get
50.
150.
Honora.
Onora.
25,000.
50,000.
Well, they don't need that extra 25.
75,000.
I think 50 is enough to rebuild their town, and 150 is going to get us all the defenses we wanted. And more. And a couple mills.
Bob has learned a little bit. Every time Honora suggests less, she's going to suggest more.
This is how negotiation works.
But this is also how Onora gets her better prices.
That's how it works. I'm happy with that if we can all agree on that.
I
What-
would
what-
like to stand by the fact that I get the best prices.
Yeah. Takari,
Okay.
what is your
Free
bleeding heart
is a
say?
better price.
I make the best deals.
How are we going to get 150,000? How are we gonna
Honestly,
get-
as long as they have enough to rebuild what they need, 50,000 should get them roughly close.
Where are we going to put all the gold that we take, though?
I have a bag of holding.
In my bank account.
Bag of holding will get us pretty close, pretty good.
In my bank account.
Yeah, I don't think there's an ATM around here.
Nor is there a bank in Noflius Isle.
Oh, we should probably open a bank.
In my the vault in my house.
And that's where we're going to put it, but how do it's the getting it out of here? We can put it in the bag of holding.
We're gonna invest in it and then some teleportation circles for shit's sake. How much of it could we possibly fit in a bag of holding, do you think? If we emptied it of, I don't know what garbage is in there.
What garbage is
I think
Is
the
it
only
there?
thing she ever puts in there is like the stuff that she steals off of like dead creatures.
Is the
Oh,
dead
you've sold
bodies
all
of
that.
our enemies.
I sold
Okay.
some of it, but I have like
The griffin
If I could-
stuff, or not the
the-
griffin, the
the chimera stuff. Yeah,
yeah. I have some of that too.
Like
Why are
hearts
y'all
and
just
eyes.
traveling around with body
no,
parts
it
in
was just-
bags?
I have claws.
I have like 3 dragon scales, 2 horns, and 8 claws.
Let's see. How much gold can a bag of holding hold?
If a bag of holding can hold gold.
I think at least some.
How much gold?
How much weight can a bag of holding hold? Because
Somebody did the math and they said it's like 384,000 coins.
let me take a look at the bag of holding.
It can hold 500 pounds.
And a gold is like, it's practically weightless. So I'm sort of going by the Skyrim side of the Skyrim ideology where gold is weightless, coins are weightless.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll be able to put as much gold in the bag as you want.
Also, we could have done my idea of putting me in the bag of holding and sending me through with Hugbear. Because I'd be able to breathe for 10 minutes,
Oh,
You hear
after which time I would begin to suffocate.
you
Was
hear
that
Dorn out of the cave go, "I suggest you don't do that."
that's how the band of fingers gets you.
Well, we gotta sleep. We're gonna have to fly over that bridge. I think it's broken because of those trolls.
I can teleport us back down tomorrow in the morning.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we definitely won't kill you in the middle of the night then.
What?
What? Good night.
Okay.
He's just slowly nodding off to sleep. Like, She's propped up against the side, the side of the rock.
Cora's gonna specifically place Hugbear between her and the men because she doesn't trust them.
Sure.
Not even Hoth? A true ladies' man.
God.
You let
Even
him.
less trustworthy. I'm a married woman, sir.
That's never stopped me before.
It's never stopped me. I was gonna
See?
say that actually.
I have what's
Infinite was
called
better.
morals. I may be the only one in this group who has them, but I have morals.
I have morals. I have Corra morals. Because that's who taught me morals.
Well, I'm ready for bed. I don't know about the rest of you.
Takari's probably already asleep.
Do we need to set up a watch, or are we kind of where nobody can get to us?
Yeah, that's a good point. Is there anything behind us in this cave, or does it seem like it is cut off?
It just seems to be
Like a cavern?
a cavern, yeah.
Okay. Onora, you've been able to mold earth before. Is there any way you can block off the entrance?
Are you making us a Minecraft house?
Just the door, just for the night, and then we knock her down in the morning. If you have it, I don't know how your spells work.
Excuse me.
No.
I did have it at one point, but I think it's one of my druid ones that I swapped out.
Fair enough. All right, well, we can keep watch for sure. Good luck with those, and I got to bed.
Takari's probably already asleep. At this
Hugbear
point.
do the first watch.
I was
very
gonna
never
offer
to
to do the
watch.
first, but okay. Go off, I guess.
Maybe me and Corra should go to sleep because we're still exhausted, and then we can do another
Yeah.
watch later.
Yeah, Corra will take last watch.
Bob will do that with Corra.
All right.
Immediately falls asleep the way like small children can.
I'll stay up with
Onora-
you.
And Nora can take the middle watch.
All right.
That's fine. I'll take
Corra
the
needs to
middle
sleep
watch.
the most.
Like, I don't know if that's been established though, but like every time Bob says she's going to sleep, she immediately falls asleep like a small child would. Like just gone.
Takari probably has her cat in her lap, and he's just curled up in her lap, and she's falling asleep right now.
All right.
On first watch, and everybody's asleep. Hugbear's totally going to pocket 1,000 gold.
Oh.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
I'm so proud of you.
Wow.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Come on, don't fuck up.
Hey! Went to the other side of the spectrum.
To begin with, he starts making lots of noise, and then he gets quieter.
You go to step up, and for some reason, the rock you were sitting on makes a wooden chair creaking noise, and then you stop. You stand up, and it doesn't make the sound afterwards. I see your face. That's what a natural one can get you.
See your face.
And yeah, you successfully secretly pocket 1,000 gold.
Stop yang.
He's so
I think we may have lost. Onora, are you still there?
I thought that was just their face frozen.
I
Stop it.
thought we were about to lose fucking connection. I was getting worried.
I was
totally
getting scared
thought-
too because my computer was freezing. I was like, oh shit.
I totally thought that you were like frozen for a second. Like
Yeah,
you were
I was like,
so
you weren't
still,
even
dude.
breathing.
Thanks for the heart
As
attack.
an asthmatic, you learn to not breathe.
That's great.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Oh boy.
Facts.
All right. And so you guys make it through the evening, no problems at all.
Completely unmolested.
And
Well, I wouldn't say that.
and everyone wakes up fully rested. If you have a level of exhaustion, you lose a level, and everyone who's exhausted loses 1 level of exhaustion. So Corra and Bob lose their exhaustion. Takari still have 1 level.
I'm feeling great, you guys.
I feel accomplished the fact that I thought I made y'all think that I was frozen.
It was really good, actually.
Christ.
I was more concerned about my computer because I was like,
I was concerned about my connection too.
Cool. Let's
Do
get
I
all
get
this
my spell
gold.
slots back?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a long rest.
It's a long rest. It's not like I drained you of all of your magic. It's just you took psychic damage, you lose all of your spell slots for the day, and you get exhausted.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
And
So
so
we'll
you...
start shoveling gold.
Okay, cool. You shovel.
While we're shoveling gold, Cora's gonna pocket some for herself as well.
Make a sleight of hand check. How much are you trying to?
I'll take only like 500. I'm a good person.
Anyone that's actively doing perception checks to prevent this sort of thing can do so, unless no one's gonna.
No, it'd be just my passive. I'm just shoveling.
They trust me.
Okay.
There's enough here that, like, is anybody gonna notice 500 gold missing?
She's not. Bop is just shoveling.
Okay. So.
Takari's just trying to get as much gold into the bag as
All right.
she can.
Yeah, Corra, you put 500 gold.
I'm not greedy like Hugbear is.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't know that. You weren't there.
I'm gonna say this though. Dorn doesn't notice you, but you look over, you see Hoth looking at you, gives you a wink and turns back to helping out.
I got the kid.
Alright, so you put in essentially what you guys think is all the gold in the you put in all the
Bag
gold
of holding.
Yep, into the bag of holding. The cave is now empty.
Cool. How much gold did you say? It was 200 minus whatever we just stole.
200,000 minus
So
1,500.
as far as everyone else is concerned, there's 200,000 gold. As far as Hugbear is 190,000, and so far as Corra knows, it's 199.5 thousand.
199. Yeah. We know what you mean. Yeah.
I could do math.
You can. We can't.
That's why I'm here.
Once
cool.
they're done doing that, Takari will ask Doran about the stone. She'll pull it out. Can you tell me anything about this?
Well, see, he examines it a little bit. This is not natural rock. This is a form of petrification. Whoever this was, sadder for them, they returned to stone. And even sadder for them, they're never coming back.
What do you mean?
In order, when someone becomes petrified, they turn completely to stone. They take enough hits, they take enough damage, they break off into pieces. For example, let's say their arm breaks off up to their elbow. You revive them, they come back, but they're gouging blood out of their arm because they're missing an arm.
So essentially, if you had all the pieces, you could put the pieces back together.
No, that's not how it works. It has to be fully intact, not broken at all. If it breaks off, it's gone. So, but judging by this, whoever this was, they're never coming back. If this is someone that's important to you, I'm sorry for the harshness of it.
No, I just found it where in my homeland, in the northern border.
Okay.
Was that Terry's wife, Terry?
I mean, Takari, you could still unpetrify it, and it's a head, right? Right? Like, that's the part of it that you have?
Kunzi? Is it? I don't remember.
I don't think I ever specified if it was a certain body part. I may be wrong, but I don't think I specified.
It's a leg, baby. It's a leg.
Oh, it's just a leg. You can't speak with dead that way, but if it's a head, then you can...
Speak to the leg.
One shake for yes, two shakes
for no.
I mean, technically, we can all speak to the dead. It's just a matter of whether or not they speak back.
Precisely. Yeah.
I actually do have a spell scroll of speaking with dead.
See, Hoth turns over to
Again,
turns over to Hoth and says,
question how
"Hey,
you
Hoth,
are.
what body part is this?" He looks over and says, "That's a femur."
So I've been carrying around someone's femur for the last month and a half.
I thought this was something you picked up at the beginning of the campaign.
No, well, her brother sent it to her after they came back from, I believe it was Stubia the first time.
Okay.
I thought you had some petrified fucking egg this whole time. It's just somebody's femur? What the fuck are you doing with a femur?
I don't know. I didn't know what it was exactly. That's why I was
Femur.
trying to get the greater restoration
But
spell.
I find this quite humorous.
Nice.
Time out.
Right on the funny bone.
Oh god.
And then you see Dorn goes, and
This is not punny, you
How
know.
clavicle.
and he's-
Guys, this is not punny at all. Just...
he looks, he goes, and
I'm bad at it.
I don't think this is something from a spell. I think this may be something of a innate ability. So, wherever this is supposed to be from, be wary.
How so?
I'm not very much into creatures, or more into magical items, but and like I said, this isn't from a spell. I can tell the difference between when this is something from a spell when it's something from an innate ability. And
Could be from like a handful of gorgons.
Or a basilisk.
or a giant.
What kind of giant?
I mean,
You're a wizard, Harry.
I mean, judging by the material here, stone.
A stone giant, huh?
So, say if there was more of them, would it be more stone giants per se?
I don't know. That's about. I don't know your land, so I don't know your land, nor do I know its history. That's what I can give you based off my own knowledge.
Okay.
And he gives it back to you.
Now Takari's like confused what she's gonna do with this stone that potentially she thought was somebody, and now she's like confused and not wanting to keep it.
I mean, it's still somebody.
I just throw it in the old bag of holding and throw it up as a nice stew one day.
She'll put it back in her bag.
Let's see.
A nice stew.
So you're going to teleport us back to town. Where do you go from here?
Well, I can just plane shift myself and Hoff back home.
Where do you call home again?
It's I have this mansion that I've lived in I live in it for a good majority of my life before I met Hoth, and after our adventure, we managed to figure out how to go back. How we managed to find the place and restore it, And we live there now. And it's off on a floating island on its own.
You live together?
It is not what you think it is.
Hey, you don't have to be ashamed. We don't judge here.
Stop.
Do we, Corra? Do we judge? We don't judge.
To each their own.
And he goes, and you see Hoth goes, don't worry, he's not my type.
I'll share a quick story after.
And so you see, so you goes, okay, everyone, form a circle, link hands.
Papa's gonna purposely try to hold Hugbear's hand.
God damn it.
And so Doran starts to give a few chants, and starts to be some archaic words, and a circle starts to form around you guys, and see a sort of a blue rush of color just rushing out, and then there's a blinding light. This will go to end tonight's session.